Welcome everyone to Constructed Chaos, where we run our D&D live stream every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, and sometimes on other days too.
Like this Sunday.
Like this Sunday, where we're going to be... Don't say that. It's Sunday.
No,
this Sunday we'll be upgrading all the characters that you're going to see tonight to the new D&D 2024 rules. So make sure to hop in with us if you're enjoying the stream and see what the new edition has in store for us. Thank you. Right off the bat, Grim Reaper, 5 gifted memberships, and XIVM, 10 gifted memberships. Thank you guys so much. Getting the stream off to a hype start. And hang on to those points, guys, because we've got some big plans here. I think
that's not good.
Think you might need to spend some of those tonight. We'll see how it goes.
But it's not terrifying at all.
Why not just make new characters on Sunday?
Yeah. Well, maybe there will be some of that. We'll show you how to update your characters from 5e to 2024 and how to make new characters at the same time. Dutton coming in with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Dutton. Good to see you in chat, man. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. Hump day. Am I right?
Good start to his very eventful weekend, it sounds like.
I wasn't watching chat, so...
Oh, he's got a lot going on this weekend.
Oh, man, Dutton.
I'm a little jealous.
Props to you. I hope you have a great weekend then. As always, if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps get the video out to more people, so more of our chaos can be spread across the internet. And make sure to check out the new recap that got posted last week if you want to catch up to all of the adventures that have happened leading up to this. So you can know exactly what's happened, maybe even understand the lore a little bit better than some of the players.
It's a big mountain.
It's a big mountain.
It's a giant dwarf.
As always, we do have our lovely sponsors in Tabletop Beard. I think they're actually here in the chat with us tonight. I saw them a second ago. Tonight we're checking out the Barbarian Beard Oil. So you can rage without the roids, and you can smell good while you're doing it. This stuff smells like blood orange, yuzu, grapefruit, and bergamot. It's actually the one that I've been using lately because I ran out of my favorite ranger. This stuff is amazing and pairs really well with the fighter beard butter if you want to be like, a bit of a multi-class, so to speak. As you can see, you can use code CHAOS20 for 20% off at checkout using the link in the description below. If you want to check out our friends over at Tabletop Beard, it's a great way to support the stream and support some great friends of ours. They're amazing. I actually play D&D with them every other Sunday, so love you guys. Hope you're having a good time.
I like hearing Alex play every other Sunday because he giggles like a little kid.
I do.
It's really cute.
I do. It's really fun. I love my character in that session. But we do also have our new tradition, a comment highlight from our last stream.
Drumroll.
This time, Romario Burke, I'm sorry if I butchered that, said, Valoth, give Drazad the amulet. He needs it more than you. Also, you have no space to attune to anything. Greedy little pirate.
I am still Pirate Valoth. I like things.
So Romario, I'm gonna pass you some chaos points for that awesome comment. I really enjoyed that one, and I totally agree. Valoth is being a greedy little pirate right now.
Character sheet. Like, excuse me.
I'm also very happy that he said that Valoth is being greedy because it means I'm playing him right.
Yeah. I did it.
I forgot about that amulet.
And one last shout out to our good friends over at Darkeport. They just came back from a little bit of a hiatus over August, and they just started running I think, separate short-running campaign that ties into their main one. If you want to check them out, they run every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Their link is also in the description. I'm usually in the chat, so we can all have fun watching some D&D together if you haven't gotten enough from our chaos tonight. But speaking of our chaos, I think that's just about everything. So
it's time to roll that beautiful beam footage.
Yes, it is. You were on it. Nice.
You cautiously press deeper into the heart of the old city, your path illuminated by the faint flickering torchlight of the caravan you escort. In your hands, you clutch a crude map, its edges stained and tattered, recovered from the wreckage of an abandoned wagon. The inked lines on the parchment are faded, and unclear, but they are your only guide through this ancient place, forsaken by those who once called it home. Their stone depictions watch on from the shadows as you tread their streets, and a terrible curse seeks to add you to their number. Yet despite the fear that gnaws at the edges of your resolve, you continue, understanding that there is no other way but through. The map appears to be your only hope, but even it seems to mock you with its uncertain promise amidst these hollowed halls.
Now that chat has seen the intro,
Let's
in
get
all
to
of-
this TPK so I can introduce Oz twin
Wait,
brother.
wait. Before we get there, I gotta tell a quick story because it's so funny. I was trying to balance some encounters for this session coming up, and I was adding like way more monsters than I thought should be challenging this party. And I was like, what the heck? They are not being. And then I realized there were like 4 different versions of Odd because he's testing out a bunch of different theories for the new build in 2024. So our party had like 8 odds in it.
8 of our most broken character.
All that to say, I have rebalanced the encounters, but it's entirely possible that we end up with a TPK tonight because of that. So now that chat has seen the intro, and all of you have seen the intro,
Allegedly.
we rejoin the 4 of you in the caravan you escort through a somewhat somber affair, having come across a map of the other side of this seemingly endless dungeon. You have some small glimmer of hope as you move through the old city towards the direction of Raleigh. What is everyone doing?
I would like to re-ritual cast Rary's telepathic bond on all of us.
Okay.
Start once we start moving through again.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
What about the rest of you? Flora, I know
We-
you're leading the group.
We didn't lose anybody, right? We only lost the one guy to the Wyverns last session.
There was one merchant that was killed by the Wyverns,
Right,
and
one guy
Edric actually got turned to stone, but you were able
Yeah.
to greater restore him.
Oh, we turned him back. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and he better be useful because that's the only one I got.
Well, he is the map maker that's been working with Hondi. So
Period.
for what it's worth, I think it was a good idea.
I am leading the party, correct?
You are.
Yeah. So I imagine I have them. I imagine I have the map from Hanti, you said?
You do. You have the map in hand, and I believe we did a series of survival checks. But let's do one more since we're starting out the session here.
I didn't have my dice set.
So are we still at the place with the room with the well, or we're venturing further
I
at
think
this
we're,
point, right?
like right outside of where that is.
Yeah.
You are venturing further than that,
Okay.
but yeah, that's basically
And we
where you
took the
found
cart
the map.
We
Oh,
took
right?
the watertight cart, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Great.
Yeah.
correct.
This is a survival.
Yes.
We got a
roll
D20. Dude, oh my god.
Oh, a
I'm
natural
so pumped.
20.
Dude,
Whoa.
and it's not just the
Lead us?
D4, the D8, and the D20
Hell
is
yeah.
working.
I got a 27.
Oh.
Whoa!
So Grim rolled one, and then
Leodis rolled one.
Leodis also rolled one.
Okay.
But we missed Grimm's, I think.
no, I
no,
saw it.
okay.
I changed
Okay.
the...
Nice.
Then Flora just said, I don't need that.
Is that a nat 20?
It is.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Leodis, for the nat 20.
I have a request for chat.
Okay.
After you guys redeem, can you just type the number? Because
case we miss
if
it.
y'all redeem it back to back,
Yeah, if
now
you guys
that
go
I
too
don't-
fast now.
Now that I don't have to click the button.
In the future, I will update the text from this, but yeah,
Yeah.
for now,
yeah,
maybe
I
we'll
mean, I
say honor
can
system
help
it.
do that too. But like, can we honor system it, chat?
Or
Yeah, I was
here's
about
how.
to- yeah, here's
Roll it
how,
back to
yeah.
back, and then whoever rolled it first, just quickly type 20 out.
We'll never know.
Truly, we will not.
But I
We
think,
trust you.
I think we're gonna have some chat help on these rolls.
Yeah.
I think I spelled Leodis' name wrong.
At least for this one, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, we will fix it for next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will fix it for next
Hey, it's a work in progress.
Thanks,
this is
Grim.
more than it was doing last
Yeah,
time.
Yes.
absolutely.
We're getting there.
We are getting there.
And we do have the 15 and the 20 that were just rolled
Okay.
recorded. We're
Thank
good.
you. So I rolled a 27.
Hell yeah. So you're able to discern, even though this map is very crudely drawn and seems like they may have even been a rush as they were marking various landmarks. There are huge sections that are unmapped, and really you're more or less following a path that has been marked on this map purely by sort of guess and check. Every once in a while they may denote like a small landmark that you can kind of correspond, but with a 27 you are sure you're headed in the right direction. And as a matter of fact, you spy what you would deem
With my little eye.
a bit of a problem up ahead.
Oh no, what kind of problem?
No, there's
You haven't gotten that far yet, but you see at one point on this map, there looks to be an X drawn across the path.
Treasure,
You're not sure exactly what it means.
That's what I know.
Yeah.
So I remember we
Yarg.
talked about.
just a random.
I remember we talked about there being water.
Yeah. There's a river.
Do I have any idea of where that is, and would I think that it's related to this X?
It looks like it is maybe no more than 200 feet beyond that X is where the water is.
No more.
It's past the X. It's not the X.
Yeah.
It's past the X
Yeah, I did the same thing.
every time. We
Okay.
broke her.
So then I'll just I'll warn the people that are in the front with me, but I don't want to make the whole caravan panic.
Okay.
We are all able to speak telepathically right now as well.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell all of you as well that the map seems to be incomplete, but it looks like we might encounter a hardship soon. I don't know. Love, Flora.
You know, the conversation is just ongoing. We can all-
it's not like a letter.
It's just sending.
Why would you do not diss the thoughts? First off, I'd like to see you try to do that.
Slay.
So what do you mean hardship? Like what?
Well, I'm not sure, but there's an X on the map.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
That could be good.
Do you know something about the X on the map?
I know something about the X on the map.
He is just being.
I mean, so technically, I'm channeling another. It's not me. So, would I, or do I just have this gut feeling that's X is good?
Just have a stroke.
Yeah.
I was like, what just happened?
Do I just kind of have a feeling that X is good?
What are the vibes of the X?
Or
on
do
the map?
or
I mean,
do
you're
I
just
kinda
hearing
tap
this
into
from
these
Flora,
memories?
so I
Yeah.
kind of feel like it would be.
What color is the X?
You know what? Make an insight check based off of hearing Flora's voice and the concern that she carried.
New dice, sad. 12.
You guys sad.
You gather that at least Flora is concerned about the X, but you're not sure how you feel about it. Maybe.
Could just be them mocking something.
Maybe they found some kind of treasure or something right there.
Yes. Could be, don't go this way, or could be, this is an area of importance.
Or they literally could have just camped there that night.
Oh yeah,
And they
maybe,
were
maybe
like,
it's a good
this place is
stopping
safe.
point. Yeah. Or if this place is not safe, we camped here and got attacked a lot.
Yeah. Is it okay? So, Flora, is it like an X or is it like an X?
That would be a cross.
It is an X.
It's like this.
But it's not perfectly straight lines.
I like
the
to think
lines
you're
seem
talking
to
in your
sort
head.
of bend in a weird way.
And you're in the back and you're just holding up your arms. You're
No,
like,
I am doing that. Absolutely.
It looks like it might have just been either hastily drawn or possibly even intentionally drawn that way. It's hard to tell though.
I can. You don't need to do anything this time.
Okay. Does it look like it was drawn in it was the middle of attack, and they were like, "Oh shit!"
Hastily
Or
drawn.
I wouldn't be
They're
able to tell
bendy?
that.
I would say with your super high survival, I will allow an insight check here to see what
They're
you glean
bendy?
from it.
Like they were trying to draw snakes or something?
Yeah, it's like the edges of the X are sort of curved inwards as opposed to just being crisscross.
Gotcha.
Applesauce.
17.
Ooh.
Yes. No.
It certainly
Yes.
looks like it was drawn. It was drawn that way hastily, more hastily than even the rest of the map, even considering how crude it is or poorly made it is.
Okay, so Valoth, because of how quickly this was drawn, I don't think it was treasure.
They could have been very excited.
Do you think?
I've been sitting on that response
Yeah.
the whole time Alex is explaining.
Do you think we could take maybe a rest and then?
Because how long has it been?
You guys would have been traveling for nearly a day.
Oh, yeah, we need to take a long rest.
Yeah.
That's right. I
Definitely
think
coming
we
up
were
on
actually going to
exhaustion.
stop.
Oh yeah, we were gonna.
Yeah,
stop.
Drozad is like super sleepy right
Yeah.
now.
Have any of you seen any statues?
I don't know. Have I?
You're leading the pack, so I will allow you a perception
I
check.
am bashing every single statue. Like,
Yeah.
Bonk.
yeah. Not running up on me,
I'm
giant
taking a
dwarf.
roll.
Yeah.
Sure, I can roll a perception check if you need me to.
I mean,
No giant dwarf is gonna get the drop on me.
I'll take one of the D8s
Odd, we have not run into a giant dwarf. I
Yes,
do not
we
think.
for a
did.
19.
Okay.
I distinctly remember a dwarf that was like 8 foot tall.
With a 19, you are not only seeing some statues that appear to be part of part of the architecture of the old city, but you're seeing rubble from collapsed statues like the ones you had defeated.
Oh, does it look like someone attacked them? Like,
Maybe this group of
With that high
Bash
perception
them.
check, you would feel like this is the wake of them sort of dealing with the same things you dealt
so
with.
maybe we're just getting closer to like another group of statues.
Or they took care of all the statues on this side of the path
Maybe.
because they came in this way.
Does it look like the city is crumbling or anything, or is it just the statues?
That I will require an investigation check for,
rolling
separate from
so
your
many
perception.
dice
Yeah,
today.
you were very rolly today.
Flora's feeling perceptive.
She is. Not investigative.
Not
though.
investigative.
I'll take a 16.
Okay, so with your 16 total,
Yeah.
the city certainly looks to have been falling apart for some time. I mean, it's very old. Occasionally you spy some areas where there's been some structural damage from either combat or a rock slide, but a lot of it is just the stone naturally deteriorating and falling to rubble.
Okay. But it doesn't look like it's getting any worse the
N-
closer we get to the
Not at
effects.
speed. Oh, no.
Okay.
It doesn't.
So I was trying to make sure that like the city wasn't like collapsing. All of Mabel's toys are on my.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I was making sure it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like we weren't gonna get in like
A
a
pinch.
Boxed in.
Yeah.
when the caves.
Cave in.
Thank you.
That works.
Yeah.
So as you guys are having this conversation in your heads, Inwies actually walks up to you, Odd, and in a hushed voice. So am I to understand that we're taking a path that necessitates we man this cart and leave everything else behind? What of our deal?
theoretically, I guess. I thought the deal was just to get you there safe.
The deal was to get me there safe with my cart and all the goods in it.
Well, we'll cross that. We'll literally cross that bridge when we get there.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable anymore. You hanging on to that diamond I paid you earlier.
You hear Drozad. So did you want old boy to stay a stone statue? Because we can make it re-happen.
Am I
Did
to
you-
He
understand
doesn't care about
you
the stone guy.
used the diamond already?
No.
No,
That did not come out of Drozad's mouth.
we didn't. We didn't.
Well, then you made that choice of your own
Do you-
accord, and it was not part of the deal.
Do you want to go back? Oh, you turn around and go back.
I don't.
My safety is lumped with the rest of these merchants,
Okay.
my peers. The safety of my goods, however, are what I paid you for.
Do you remember how I carried you over the big thing? Worst comes to worst. I do that again.
Change into
Something.
that can swim. Yeah.
We'll figure it out when we have a better idea of what the landscape looks out there.
Make a
feeling-
persuasion check with advantage because Odd is helping you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you it.
Oh, come on.
He's the one who said it.
I was just gonna.
That's a nat 20! For a
See,
21!
The dice knew. The dice knew.
Fine.
And for the record, that's exactly what I said. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Oh, I did throw in the fact that
Oh,
like I can
yeah.
turn
Yeah.
into something, but yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Fine then. Keep hold of the diamond. You may well see use of it yet. But don't forget our deal.
I mean, I'm not. You're still alive, and your stuff is still intact, so...
I just want to make sure we're not going to sail out of here leaving all my goods behind.
I mean, that's not the plan. That may have been how they
Oh.
did it, but we can do it a different
Also,
way.
like, we can take multiple trips back
Yeah.
and forth.
Right.
This is like a non-issue.
You're like kind of just being aggressive to be
I want to...
aggressive.
Wait, I want... NUS, right?
NWS.
NWS.
Induyas, yeah.
Wrong accent.
Make this complicated.
NWS.
NWS, yeah. Are you okay? You need something to eat?
I think I'm just tired from the journey. We've been trekking for a long time, and I understand why. But I'm perhaps not used to this dire of an adventure.
Yeah, this is pretty rough. It's understandable that you're frustrated, but look, we're gonna do our best, and if we don't, we all die. So it's
Are
fine.
we planning to stop soon?
Yeah, actually, I think I don't know.
I was actually,
I don't know what time it is.
I was
but-
actually just going to
Yeah.
suggest that, and then
We should
started talking about the river.
It says, I was going to ask what time it was. You see Drazad go,
Yeah.
we are under a mountain.
Yeah,
Nobody
I know,
knows.
exactly. Yeah. I look at Drazad as the only one who's like talked to a dwarf ever. Like, shouldn't you know what time it
No,
is?
I'm not the
Underground?
bird. It's not like built into my brain where the sun is in the
I thought
sky.
it's built in the dwarves.
No, the dwarves literally live underground.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why would they care about the sun?
I thought that's where you trained.
No. Oh, wait.
Yeah, with the dwarves.
No, I'm Induyas. Anyway, we can keep the diamond.
Anyway,
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yes, you may.
listen, we do one or two things. Either we make it and we'll get your stuff, or we all die horrifically, tragically, and then they get turned to stone
It's like
people.
it's like a 2% chance on
We
that
can
second
also
one.
put some of your goods in his. He has a backpack that has a lot of space in it.
NWS leans in.
It's got a very small opening. Okay.
I will not die here.
Well, good.
I refuse.
That is the type of attitude that you need to keep and carry on.
Do you have like teleport or something?
No.
Oh. That's what
Simply
the thing
strong-willed, and I've lived long. I know how to keep my life.
So
How-
you've already made it
Intact.
further through
How old are you?
here than you would have without us, so I don't know why you're doubting us now.
I'm not doubting your skills in getting us through this. I'm doubting your wherewithal in keeping my goods safe. I'm reminding you
So
of what
how
the deal was.
safe
What
would
were
they
all-
have been if we weren't here?
Yeah.
They wouldn't have been safe at all.
Right.
But if they don't make it to the other side, then the whole point is moot.
We can't see the future, my guy.
Speak for yourself.
You hear Drazad's voice in all of your heads. Well, I don't know if that is necessarily.
It may not be our future. But
Do we? We never went over the goods he was carrying or bringing.
It was mostly like fine goods, jewelry, and now he has some very nice furniture.
Yeah, that's right.
we gave him all of our furniture.
Ooh,
shit.
I got a perfect idea.
I was like, when did we get furniture?
No,
Right.
We were, yeah.
From the ship that can't fly
When we set up camp, we like it to be nice, okay?
Put all this furniture out first.
Yeah, we keep it in his backpack of holding a
gotta
whole
feel
living
homey.
room set,
Forgot about it.
an armoire. It's very Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Our,
goodness.
our furniture just travels with us.
I also think like Tarzan
Yeah.
when they set up their camp.
So we rest for the evening, I'm assuming. Do we
Sure.
do we go to the X?
Would you like to join us in our safety bubble?
I don't think we go to the X.
I would be keen to, yes, if
Okay.
there is room.
We're gonna have a better attitude.
I think it's like 10.
I was about to say.
I think it's
Once
10
I get some
I think it's
rest,
10 people that
I'm
we
sure
can
I
fit.
will.
I figured. You aren't yourself when you're hungry.
Have Snickers.
He snickers to himself.
Eat one of those.
Yeah. Eat a bite of that egg. It feels better.
So then you all continue for a short period of time. Are you looking for a place to rest immediately, or are you
I
going a
am
little
not
further?
getting to that X.
Yeah, I think we find
We
a
can rest, like-
defensible spot up against a wall
Yeah.
type of thing,
Okay.
Kind of like in the city.
like in a house.
area.
Creatures.
Oh, okay. Drazad has map questions. Map maker.
Map
Make me a
maker
map.
is here.
How far is the X from the entrance where they came in?
Is the X
About
bet-
200 feet.
Yeah. Is
No
the-
more than
it-
200
yeah,
feet. So
Jesus,
200 feet or
stop,
less.
stop. I guess the other question
Wait,
that
really?
would be
Yeah, because the river.
Well, the
Is
water is 200 feet from there, but the water extends for, you know.
right, and
Oh,
the X
okay.
is between us and the water, right?
Yeah.
In
Yes.
the city.
Yeah.
Right. I am asking not even necessarily like feet or yard or mile. Like
Are we
if they
equidistant?
like no. If they entered from Rojhiwada, that other city, how far did they travel before they would have got to the point where the X is on the map?
Oh.
Probably like halfway, I'm guessing.
Oh, like is it a day's worth travel?
Yes.
Beyond the X, it actually looks fairly close to the exit, although it lets out at a lake that is just northwest of
Right.
Raleigh.
Yeah.
So it would be maybe another like
We
few
could
hours
cross
travel
the
from
lake?
there.
Yeah. Because their wagon was wax sealed at the bottom.
How are we gonna do that?
So they Oregon trailed it. They
wagon.
Oregon trailed it, and they forded the river, floated their stuff across. But as we
Take
all
that way?
played
Yes.
that game when we were little,
We're all gonna die
that
of
don't work. Yeah,
dysentery.
exactly.
So it's a couple
Oh,
hours
that's what I should have told you.
from like
guys.
where they would have entered to the X. Is what you're saying?
From where they entered, it
I don't
would
need like
be
exact time.
it would be maybe like, depending on how fast they paddle. the
right.
thing,
Yeah.
like
That's what I'm saying. I know it's
an hour, maybe 30 minutes.
Rashad was hoping you would have said closer to like 12 or 10 hours.
Well, I mean, and then how far did they have to travel through the lake to get to the end? Like, you're gauging how far from the city is the X, right?
Yes.
Like, how
because
long
I'm-
were they traveling before they got to the X?
Yes, because
they
I'm
left
wondering
the
if it's a
city?
rest area or if it was
Yeah.
like an emergency situation.
So, like, do we know how far from the exit the city is? Like, in total, how far from the X to the city? Like, how much more traveling would we have? A day?
From the X to the city, based on normal travel speeds, you would gauge maybe 6 hours. Actually, not that long. It's surprising to you.
Gotcha. Let's set up shop.
I
In that
have
case-
something that helps.
And
You all find
Like a tiny hut, you
a
got something.
old communal structure that seems
brothel.
well defensible. Large enough double doors to enter that you can get the carts inside. And as you enter, you see that the area has been abandoned for a very long time. But it's mostly a large atrium. It doesn't appear to have many offshoots or rooms. One point of entry, one point of exit.
Cool.
Everyone within 30 feet of like the center of where we're gonna set our camp will have +5 to stealth and perception for the long rest.
And 9 creatures can sleep inside the tiny hut
Nice.
at any given time. So if someone's taking watch, they can be out and we
Okay.
can swap. But I offered, I've forgotten his name because I really don't care about this person.
And we yes.
Yes.
how many? I guess how many people did we say are with us? Like 20
There
or
would
so?
be
19
19. now.
19 now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So 9 of them can sleep in the hut.
Okay.
And I think everyone can be within like the 30-foot sphere
Mhm.
because the hut is 10 feet and it says 9 creatures can fit
We're
in
gonna
there.
take a.
doesn't Tiny Hut block spells once you're inside of it, though?
Not from going out, right? Is
Yeah.
it?
Just from coming
out.
in, I
Just
believe.
coming in.
Okay. Are we all?
That got
in-
nerfed in the new rules. But
Are we in tiny? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are
I
we
mean,
in-
rightfully so.
Are we all in tiny hut? Yeah, it is kind of overpowered.
No, we're gonna do watch. I'm gonna take first watch.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll sit up with you
Okay.
Okay.
because I don't have to sleep.
Yeah. I was
Then
like,
in
they just
that
need
case-
four.
You two roll me. Oh, what?
Before we go to sleep, since I'm going to sleep first, and I'm swapping some spells, I'm gonna try to scry on the dragon again.
Schwappy, swap.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I'm not even gonna roll.
I know.
It fails.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
No, I know.
Ryan,
I know,
what
but I'm
dragon?
gonna
I
the
didn't know.
obsidian dragon.
Yeah, he's got
Oh.
legendary resistances though, so
Gotcha.
it doesn't matter.
And you can, and even if they fail, you can only. So even I had more spell slots. It's a whole mess. I know, but Valoth, I'm gonna do it a couple more
Valoth
times
doesn't
before he
know.
figures that out.
Right.
Oh my god.
What?
D&D Beyond, whenever you go to your spells now, has almost all of the spells duplicated because of the legacy.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Oh,
regular
for you
thing.
Yeah.
it does, not
Oh
for
my
me.
god.
Because I have to pick my.
Just for tonight, use legacy.
No. I know.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, I already have a problem picking my spells.
Yeah.
It's not duplicated for me.
Because he
I don't
gets
need all
access to
this
all the
extra
cleric
stuff.
spells. As
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
So I will have the two of you
Yes.
roll perception checks.
We'll have +5, Brett.
I want to do a large circuit around
Around the outside of the
Yeah,
building.
and I was gonna tell Flora like, hey, you stay here, keep a watch out here, but I'm gonna be like circling around, but like checking houses too and stuff as I go around.
I would like you to know that the lowest I could possibly roll right now is 15.
Okay. 15.
Is this
No,
Was it actually?
16.
18.
wait, what is
Okay.
this?
I mean,
I
it's still
think
pretty good.
perception.
No, that's not
Perception.
right.
You have a +5 on top of
19.
your
19.
pluses.
Still.
19. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Can I just take my passive?
No.
No.
You know I don't believe in passive checks. I hate that. I hate that stuff.
I'm gonna take something in the chat.
Okay.
What you got? Well, here you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Taylor Waterman, thank you. Welcome to the Chaos Crew. Good to see you, friend.
Taylor!
You got a +5 on top of your normal pluses for perception.
I will take a 11 for a 22.
Okay.
Yep.
Flora, as you set up inside and tune your senses to everything within this structure that you now call shelter, you hear a number of noises that unsettle you, but you perhaps believe that this clattering of rock, the settling of stone, the occasional screech of some underground bat or other creature that may dwell within the hollow hall, you begin to realize that maybe you're just thinking too much about it now, and that these sounds were always present as you walked through. You stay vigilant, but nothing seems to approach in a threatening manner. Odd.
Mm-hmm.
As you circle around the structure, you do find more remnants of broken statues turned to rubble. Some of them with their expression still somewhat intact on the broken up parts of their face. You see tears rolling down. You see expressions, brows furrowed as they seem to gaze back at you. Occasionally you do find two other statues that are not turned to rubble. They don't appear to be moving, but they are there.
What are they? Who
They're
are
statues.
they? Like, who are they? They got plaques or
Is it a
something?
giant
You
dwarf?
see-
Is it a giant dwarf?
Yeah.
You see one that is a dwarf and another that is a
A
human.
larger dwarf. Any plaques or anything like that?
No plaques.
Are they standing on a pedestal or are they just like,
They are not on pedestals, either of them.
okay, so like these are stone people similar to the other ones?
Maybe. And make an insight check.
Yep.
Actually, I'll say investigation, technically, is what it is.
God.
Just tell me you don't like me, Brett.
Beat Sam.
Wow. That's 20.
Yeah.
These are definitely
Those things.
stone cursed individuals,
Yeah.
and you gather that not only by the fact that they are in odd places
Yeah.
that don't really make a whole lot of sense
Right.
They're in your
for a
place.
statue to exist, but they also carry expressions that normally wouldn't be captured in a statue. They are not resplendent, they are not stoic, they are not important looking, they're just afraid and in pain.
Put them out of their misery.
I don't want to.
Okay? So you
I
let
just-
them alone then.
Yeah, just kind of leave them alone. Well,
Okay.
damn it, they're gonna come. I know. Yeah, sneak up and bash them. Like,
Okay.
sneak up and bash them.
Occasionally, Flora, you hear the falling of rocks nearing the edge of your relative safety, your pillar of solitude here.
We still
Like,
have telepathy.
I
Yeah.
was
It
about
only
to say,
lasts
I'm
an
gonna-
hour, so depending on when this is in your watch.
Oh.
I would say it's early on. This is
Okay.
your
Well,
first
I-
pass around the
Okay.
building.
Yeah.
Odd. Is that you?
Yeah. Just taking out the trash.
Oh, okay. Is everything okay? Do you need help?
I don't think so. I got it. I just snuck up and like take these things' legs out.
Are you gonna tell me they're statues?
Huh?
Are you gonna tell me that they're statues?
Yeah. Some more of
Okay.
those. Like I didn't want those
How many-
statue people.
how
Two
many
of
are
them.
there?
Two of them.
Hmm.
There was a giant dwarf and a regular sized dwarf.
What?
A human and a dwarf.
Well, I guess let me know if you see any more. Flora.
As
Love
you're
Flora.
doing this,
I can actually go ahead.
Valoth, I'm gonna have you make a wisdom save.
Is it being charmed or frightened?
It is
No.
not.
And what was the other thing we're immune? Oh, wait, that's gone, right? From the egg?
No, stealth and perception.
We
Oh,
no,
the
from
egg,
the egg.
stunned
It's
and whatever, but
stunned
Eggs?
that's gone, right?
Yeah, we
Uh,
ate.
Yeah,
we
that was
ate
for
the
an hour,
wire
so
in
that's
it.
gone.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Wisdom?
Yep. Save.
Uh huh. You had to have that amulet, right?
I do. It's a dirty 20.
Okay. As you
You get all the curse.
drift into
Literally.
an uneasy trance because you don't necessarily sleep,
Yeah.
you do find yourself succumbing to the shadows of the old city within your dreams. A chill runs down your spine as whispers swirl in the darkness, coinciding with Odd breaking apart these statues, which you can hear even in your trance-like state. The voices seem to come from everywhere and nowhere all at once, each one pleading, their tones laced with desperation and sorrow. They call out to you, their words unclear, but their anguish unmistakable. You try to focus, to understand, but the whispers overlap and shift off of your stony surroundings in this gathering place, this atrium that causes many echoes within where you're resting. Images then flash before your eyes. Faces twisted in fear, hands reaching out for something just beyond their grasp. You feel a weight pressing down on your chest as if the walls of the ancient city are closing in, suffocating you with the weight of forgotten despair from the past. Finally, you were able to discern a few fleeting phrases. Hear us! Goddess of sight! Hear us! The words fade until you hear them return in force, led by a deep, booming voice. Thrumir, Kal Vekrath. The words rattle your mind and almost shake you out of your trance to the point where you don't get the benefits of a long rest.
That's bullshit.
But you made but you made the save.
Oh, okay. Almost, gotcha.
And so you are blessed instead with the 30 feet of blind sight. And you're seeing maybe a little bit more than you want.
Oh, so okay. Might be worth noting.
Mhm.
I was not trying to attune to that,
Well, you're attuned.
but
now.
am I?
Yes.
So what drops? Because I've got 3 things that I'm attuned to.
You pick.
You choose.
You could choose not to attune to that one.
Well, I think he's saying I have to be attuned to
You
that
have
one.
to be attuned to this one.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
cursed.
Mm.
Just had to have it. Okay.
It'll be-
didn't
it'll-
roll Grimm's, but
It'll
it's
be the
rolling
staff.
Okay,
Staff of Warning. Because the tattoos are harder to reattune to.
that's fair. So, for the record,
Yeah.
what this feels like to Valoth is you're like falling into your trance, and you have the amulet on you, and you begin to hear these things, and as you're hearing and seeing all these sights, a sense of anxiety and paranoia slips over you to the point where you feel like if you don't have this amulet, whatever is out there is going to get you. And so you are attuned to it, and you are not going to willingly unattune from it.
Can I explain that to anybody or no?
You can explain how you feel.
My
Yeah.
dick.
Not that you know it's coming from the amulet.
So I am
Yeah.
Yep.
sorry. I wanted to give you that plainly, just so you
Nope,
know.
that's fair. Damn.
Luckily, you rolled over and hit the snooze button, though.
Yeah.
But I am gonna text you the phrase that you heard.
Are you about to switch back to me? Do I have a second?
No, I mean as
And then
far as
Did
I usually
find
take second
anything
watch
else?
because
Anything out there?
usually switch.
you don't see anything else,
Okay.
just those two stone statues, and once you've collapsed them, it's relatively quiet.
Yeah, I want to be like ducking in the houses and checking for stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check, or we'll say perception.
Perception.
Investigation is to see, how something works or how it's connected to something else.
Drazati, did you want to watch with me? We don't have to.
20. I can't do math for some reason. 23.
For some reason.
23.
So 23, you're looking through a lot of these homes, and you do find a number of old spoiled foods. You find tables and chairs right where they were left, although whatever wooden furniture has vastly deteriorated. The stone stands there still. But one thing you gather from all this is that the people of this city, they didn't pack up and leave.
Right. It's like a cataclysmic event happened.
Yeah, something happened very quickly to them.
Right.
And
Was
as
it
such,
the
you don't
stone
really.
curse or no? I kind of figure that out.
I would say
Or is
from
the
this,
curse-
it's not really anything.
I didn't
that-
know if the curse came after. Like, I guess looking at the stuff, were like these people stuck in the statues I found.
Mhm.
Were they like right outside of a house? You
You
get
know,
what I'm
that's-
saying? Like
that's
they ran outside and then all of a sudden.
So I
froze.
will say, from looking at the stone statues that are still here
Anybody
in
in
the
a house?
rubble
Yeah.
that you find, the rubble of these stone statues, aside from Ida, looks to be people in more modern dress,
Okay, so there's people that
more
were
recent travelers.
trying to come through.
Yeah. After
I
the
didn't
city's
find
been gone.
anything that represents like an older civilization. Or
You haven't found any
Those
statues
people.
aside from Ida.
yeah,
Ida, was part of that civilization.
so they just disappeared.
Maybe
There's no sign of. There's no bones. There's
no
no.
bones.
Okay.
Did they tell us how long this city's been abandoned?
Uh,
Any legend lore of this city?
No.
Oh.
Legend lore.
The Ashen,
No,
or maybe you did Yodel.
I think he did Yodel.
Yeah. So
and it was kind of
in my
skirting
notes.
around this city.
you would at least know that this city was at its peak not long after the Great War, the beginning of the First Era, which was like
Yeah.
3,000 years ago.
Oh,
So this
okay,
was
yeah, so it's been a
long time ago.
Long time ago.
in a galaxy right here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask that for Caleb's purposes.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm asleep right now. I think.
I mean,
Do you need the brain cell?
I am sleepy.
when we come, yeah.
No, like I'm physically asleep right now. Yeah.
Am I able to write what I heard? Am I able to like kind of write it down best I can, or
You heard it said,
Yeah, I know.
and so you
Fun
could
stuff.
you could repeat it. You know what it sounds like, but you did
Gotcha.
not see the words.
Cool. So before we went to sleep, were you gonna wake up and do watch with me, Drazad, or no? You sleeping through the
Yeah,
night?
no, I'll watch with you.
It's also not a language you recognize.
Yeah, as long as I get my long rest.
I mean,
I thought you didn't get yours.
what? No, I did. I thought I didn't too, but
It was close,
He said
but-
I almost didn't. I thought he said you almost did. But I did get it. So they're done. We're waking up now.
Yeah. And you can roll perception if you're taking watch, and I'll even say roll at an advantage with your blind sight.
And we have +5 still. Oh my god.
Two
It's gonna be ridiculous.
When I come back, I'm like, Floor,
No, it's not.
this is our city.
Oh.
Like when we're done, I know
When
you.
we're gonna
I
take
know you
over?
have a whole city, but
Do
like,
you want to be the mayor?
oh my God, I could be the mayor
Could be the
of
mayor.
the stone people.
Fuck yeah.
in stark contrast to the dreams that Valoth just had, Odd goes to sleep dreaming of sugar plums and rainbows as he becomes the mayor of
Yes,
Hollow Hall in the
yes.
old city. He puts together all the statues like Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, I stopped pointing my finger and I only do this.
I got a 17 on my perception.
Okay. Caleb, what did Drazad get?
You get an extra +5.
he got a 24.
Okay. Are both of you staying within the structure?
At the very beginning, I will, because there's some stuff I want to talk to him about, but I will eventually, I think, kind of wander off after we have a little bit of a discussion.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was about. I would probably like go to get up and be like, Drazada's going to kind of like snoop around a little bit, but then
Be like, 1 second. Can you repeat after me? And I'm gonna say the thing that I heard, which
Oh God.
I have.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Say
have,
these
Room
ancient
here.
cursed
Bloody
words.
Mary 3 times in the mirror. Is that what's about to happen?
Yeah.
We're about to Bloody
I'm gonna
Mary.
need you to say this phrase just like this.
God.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
yeah. Say it 5
Bloody Mary,
times.
Bloody
Spin
Mary,
around.
Bloody
yes.
Mary.
Put it in the mirror.
Yeah.
okay. I do have.
Thrumir Kalvakrath.
Drazad knows those words.
Does he? I mean,
Drazad
when I
does
say
not
it,
know
okay.
those words.
Okay,
You do
so
not speak that
I
language.
do have-
Not yet though. And then I'm gonna sit and ritual cast comprehend languages.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you're going to comprehend it as he
yes,
says
because
it.
it's a
nice.
spoken language. I'm like, I don't know if I can retroactively do it, but if he says
Wait.
it back to me, then maybe.
Wait.
Big brain too.
That is very smart.
That's really
Big
smart.
brain.
Yeah.
Wait, Drazad has slept though. Do you need me to do that?
Oh, can you do? I mean,
Wait, are you ritual casting?
Yes.
it? Never mind. I'm not burning the spell slot.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Just
You do you.
Keep watch for 10 minutes.
Okay.
With your 24 from inside, again, very similar to what Flora heard. You're hearing the settling of stone and some other creatures that may roam these depths.
Yeah.
But none of them seem threatening, and none of them seem near enough to you that they may even know you're there.
I would be outside at least so we can see the outer perimeter of like our group of people. But
Sure.
yeah, but not in the middle.
So the time passes and your ritual
Yeah.
completes.
Say I.
Kulima samlewe.
yeah.
Yeah, repeat this back to
I'll
me.
repeat it back to you.
Thrumir
Okay.
Kalvakrath.
If he spelt it, don't try to pronounce it.
Thrumir or Thrumir.
Thrumir.
I would repeat it as best I could have based on what I had
Kuvalamir.
before.
I will
While
text
comprehend
you
languages
what
is
you
up.
understand that to say.
Oh, great. Oh, I thought you were going to text it to me so I could say it.
it.
Gorlami.
I'm down.
I get to read it out loud.
Hell yeah. I'll add it to my
Read
notes.
Oh, do you know? Wait, does he know that language?
No, he does not.
None of us
Yeah.
know that language.
No, he
None of
would
you know that
You
language.
didn't
Wait, is that like deep
Well,
speech or something?
assuming
You
Like-
didn't ask me.
Yeah.
No, because I know deep speech.
Oh, period.
Of course I do.
Oh, is it? Yeah, is it? Well, I guess
No.
Sam,
I wouldn't have heard it.
When did you were trancing? Got it. Sleeping. Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
while I was trancing, and the whole while he's talking to you, he is gripping like the amulet as he wears it now, and the staff of warding is like with his stuff, not on his person.
Okay.
but yeah, and he's just like grabbing that. I heard a lot of voices that seemed to have been calling out for Iramor, the goddess of sight, and that phrase. I would know it's in giant. Does it?
You would know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
it isn't giant.
Yes, that phrase is in giant too as well, and it says here, so goddess of sight, which is a little confusing that it's in giant. I don't know if she taught that phrase to them because she was a giant, or if there were other giants saying that, or if the dwarves here spoke giant.
Is
Lot to consider.
Iramor or Ida the
Giant dwarf.
Ida's the
Iramor is the
dwarf.
giant.
Yeah.
Ida dwarf, Iramor giant.
Why
Yeah.
didn't you say Iramor is the giant?
Because he
The last thing you said was Ida, so I just
Oh,
corrected.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just said yes.
Okay,
I was like,
I was like,
I answered you.
thank you.
that tracks.
So, lots to contemplate, but we should make sure that we make it through the night first. So I'm gonna go walk around for a bit and see if I see anything.
So you heard dwarvish people.
I mean,
Well,
I
you
don't
probably
think there's
don't know
any
who-
way to
yeah,
know
yeah,
what
yeah.
the race.
I mean, he heard
what species
voices.
was. Yeah.
They sound.
They were
At
speaking
first,
angry.
they were in common. You heard,
Yeah.
hear us, goddess of sight, hear us, like they were pleading, and then you heard that low booming voice in
Yeah.
giant.
Yeah, it was a deep voice, but I mean, I've known elves to talk deep. I've known dwarves to talk deep. I've known dwarves to talk squeaky.
But,
it's just
but both of the voices were saying the same thing. Just one of them said it in giant.
Yes.
yes. And it was more than two voices. There were a lot speaking in common and one in giant. For all we know, it could have been Yodel.
Wait, hold on. A second. My brain needs to double check stuff.
That wants me to play the pipes or summon the rats.
Do it.
Release the rats.
I'm sleepy.
Yes.
Oh, you can summon the rats and then talk to them and tell them to like keep watch.
Well,
Could I do that?
the rats.
Yeah.
No, the pipes of sewers is weird. I remember it has some weird caveat behind it.
I'm gonna Google
Well, they basically act in their own self-interest, but you
That's what
can
it is, or
you
something
can
like
like
that.
talk to them and try and get them to
Yeah,
Right.
do
that's
what
what
you
it
want,
was. Yeah.
which I feel like is pretty
Yeah.
in her wheelhouse.
Can I use thaumaturgy? It doesn't technically do it. Can I use thaumaturgy to recreate the sound of the giant that I was talking to in my Hoojimadoodler?
Like you just play
I
the
don't think
record.
so. It just projects your own voice.
So you could try to
louder.
do your own
right?
voice. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
yeah, because I was arguing from you create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range, such as a rumble of thunder, cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. But that's probably just like
Yeah,
not like the
I
voice.
don't. I would allow you to do that. I think that's a good use of that spell. It makes sense.
Yeah, okay. I'd be like, okay, Vala, okay. We know of two giants basically. We know of Iramor,
Yes. Nurgle.
and then there's three giants.
oh,
Right, I blocked him out. And I don't know if I ever told y'all about the giant that spoke to me from my focus, but that's a whole different story.
Oh.
Did he? I really.
Well, I think
ever
that I
brought
think
that
this
up.
giant spoke to me from this necklace. What a coincidence!
Drazan actually makes that face. That amulet that we found with the
Yes.
spooky people.
Yeah.
You sure it spoke to you?
Yes.
Did you identify the amulet?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was an
that's
amulet
what I
of
thought,
blind
yeah,
sight.
that's-
Yeah. You identified it actually.
Oh, here. Did the voice sound like this by chance? And I'll like reach up to my throat and kind of like zhuzh it around a little bit, and then I'll
Make
speak in the
noise.
giant. Yeah.
Can I say that we're also kind of like walking around and doing our watch while we're having this conversation? I'm really concerned about the people.
In fact, you'll hear the word say that the giant saying he's a friend of Pyraxis, called here to give a friend's blessing, because that's what he said to me.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean anything to me?
No, that's just
sound
what,
familiar.
The voice does not sound the same as the one you heard.
No,
You are sure of that?
not the same voice.
okay.
But also, I don't know how time has skewed your perception of the voice, and
Right. It's just there's not many coincidences in the world, and why would we both have? Well, technically, mine was a necklace prior to having the giant's voice in it. But why would we both end up having a necklace that are weirdly speaking to us?
It is quite odd.
How far are we? But like not like odd. That I'm
No,
over
no,
just
no,
sleeping odd.
Every time.
Like odd. How far are we from the well?
Where you found the necklace, it
Yeah.
would have been maybe another hour or two of travel.
Never mind. We got the necklace. It was in the well, right? Like
Yeah, I
in the
mage
water?
handed off
On the person.
of somebody that was in the well.
I turned her to dust.
Now hunters.
Yes.
No, I did with the ball.
Oh, that's right.
With the pellet.
What did you give up?
The staff.
The staff.
Another cursed item.
No, the staff.
No.
Staff of warning. The one that was probably like, hey,
The
don't-
one that I
don't- don't
actually
put that
want.
on.
Don't
It's
use
just-
staff.
It's just I have tattoos and the staff is easier to reattune.
Oh,
The
I
tattoos you have to
remember
get someone to
you saying
re-tattoo
Yeah.
you.
So, for what it's
Oh,
worth,
please let me do that.
Romario Burke, you have no idea how astute you were about
We're literally-
those attunement slots.
So. You should probably take the necklace off, I think.
Oh, I think I should keep it on.
You-
This is.
I feel a lot
You
safer
have the
with it on
first
now that I
spell?
can see.
This is one of those.
Yeah, I can see better with it.
No, this is. No, this is.
I'm trying to keep a straight face, but you guys already know.
Yeah. No, as you're telling me this, Drazad is definitely being like, "Oh, this is another maul
you have
situation.
the-
This is another the staff situation." Got it.
Move
Okay.
curse prepared. He keeps finding himself in these situations.
No, I hate.
I'm talking about
preparing
this.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not talking about you.
No, I know.
Full transparency. I'm a different Valoth now. Drazad was gonna get this necklace.
But you fell asleep with it.
Are
It's not one you guys have met before, I don't think. Or you did, but you didn't know it.
Well, that just makes me want to ask questions that you're not gonna answer.
Speaking of which, while we're walking around and talking, do we get anything, even with like the blind side or anything like? I feel like we're keeping a pretty close perimeter around the 30-foot radius of where the perception is, but like kind of just walking around that.
You would not see anything outside of the statues that have recently been reduced to rubble by your companion. You don't see any others encroaching on your space.
Man, I want to use this spell, but it's a good little spell. No.
Is there anything else we're doing?
No, I don't think so. That's kind of what I was just looking for.
Okay.
Can you describe that necklace to me again? What's it made of?
It's got an eyeball.
Cursed.
It
Yeah, I remember the
is
purple
it is
eyeball thing.
silver and it's got an opal in the center of it. It is an item I made, so you won't find it anywhere.
Is the chain
Is it a
made of-
choker or?
Is it?
Oh, it's a long silver chain that leads down to basically an ornate silver eye with an opal at the center
metal,
for
though?
the pupil. Yes, it's silver.
Cast heat metal on it.
You're gonna-
I think you're just gonna kill me.
I think you're just gonna burn him. I don't know if he's gonna take it off.
It's got the time stone in it, so I'll just reverse time and heal myself.
So, are you guys doing anything else?
No,
I
I
don't
just be
think
kind of
so.
looking around at stuff. I mean, there's no other structures even around here, right?
Okay. There are some other structures, other buildings, but Odd kind of pressed through them, and mostly, if you want to do that, you can. I will say you see much the same thing. Homes abandoned at a moment's notice, wooden furniture rotted to almost nothing, food remains that are definitely not edible anymore, and may not even resemble food anymore at this point.
Cool. He would, but that's cool. Yeah, then it's all the same stuff.
In that case, you all may hit the long rest button if you haven't already.
I already did because I only need 4 hours.
And you all wake up on the other side of this long rest in the still pitch black night-like surroundings of Hollow Hall, ready to continue your journey. Your bones feel weary even with the excess sleep that you'd gotten, simply due to the fact that it feels like you've woken up before the sun. You can't seem to trick your mind into understanding that the sun may well be up outside.
It weirdly feels like morning right now, you know?
I guess.
Yeah,
You would know.
yeah, right. The sun's definitely at 9 a.m.
I'm gonna cast Aid on everybody. So everybody gets 10 tit points.
Temporary tip points.
Temporary tit points.
How long is it?
Love
last?
it.
Or is it?
Is it the
8
10 tip,
hours.
or is that the one that gives us 10?
No, that's
extra?
a max. It's not temporary hit points.
What
It's
does
Scotch max.
what does you casting Aid look like? I was kind of curious about that.
Yeah, so Odd brings everybody in while everybody's waking up and kind of eating their rations and stuff. He is going to I think the way he does it is he starts telling a story and it's going to just embolden everybody.
Gotcha.
You know?
Everyone feels a little bit more limber. The ache in your bones begins to fade as you remember that you are on an epic quest and that you may have songs written of you, stories told
Oh.
of you in the future.
Yes, and then he regales them of how we're going to come back here and I'm going to be the mayor.
I've dreamt it.
Yeah, I knew it. I tell them about my dreams. That's what happens.
You can definitely come back here on your own. I am not coming back here.
I might come back here
This
with
place
you.
is creepy.
You
We'll
love
see.
places like this.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Normally I do, but there's something different about this one.
Wait, you... okay.
All right. Weird.
You
Trust
feel
me.
a searing pain. No,
He's branded.
Trust me, I would love to look for more treasures, but something tells me we just need to leave.
That's what I was saying, man. You would want to stick her. I look at you really close. How's your hair?
It is tied, and I forgot to mention this, but yeah, thank you. So it's tied up, tighter than Pirate Valoth, and it's actually tucked into his shirt so it doesn't like get in the way.
Very efficient.
This is like...
I'm
Rich
looking
white
at you. I'm
man
like,
So then, Flora, I assume you are taking point again as the caravan reconvenes and exits the structure, ready to tread the same dark path that you've been following ever since claiming the map.
Flora, let me know when we get close to the axe.
Okay, I'll let Brett
Like-
know or Odd know whenever we're like, how close? Like
15
30?
minutes out, something like that.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll take lead and then make sure. It'll be like a rough estimate, obviously, because
Yeah.
it's like a rough map, but
I would say with your prior survival check, I won't make you roll another one because I think now you understand the map
I know
well
the
enough.
lens.
You've
I
seen
am
it
one
all.
with the map.
You all set out and begin to travel towards this X. After a couple of hours, you feel as though it may just be up ahead.
Just around the corner.
No, cast armor or gap or something.
Okay.
What?
Yep. Get all frosty.
I'll ask the question if it comes to that. I'm reading one of the spells.
Where'd Caleb go? In
I think
bathroom or
it's
something? Okay. As you follow the worn parchment of your newly acquired map, it slowly guides you through the innumerable corridors of the old city. After some hours, you make sure to make Odd aware of your approach towards this ominous mark. And in no time after, your path leads to a stunningly gargantuan and elaborate doorway. Through the door, though the door itself seems a cruel jest, set flush against a solid wall of stone with no apparent way forward. The crude cartography hints at a passage just beyond, but here there is nothing. Only two towering stone pillars holding aloft a massive stone slab. The structure itself bears intricate carvings in a language that eludes your understanding. Its ancient script both mesmerizing and frustratingly obscure. And on the ground just in front of this incredible sight lies a small pile of rubble, not unlike the remains of the statues you fought before.
Is it bigger than
The
the
rubble?
previous statues?
Investigation check. See what you can glean about these. And specifically, tell me how you're investigating. Like, are you how?
I'm gonna take my hands and the like white girl measuring.
Okay, from a distance.
Yeah, and I want to see if it looks to be about the same size
Okay.
as the other ones. As a 15.
With a 15 and at a distance, you can definitely tell it's about the same size.
Okay.
It's not a large statue by any means. It's
Okay.
looks
I
to
wanted
be
make sure these weren't like giant statues that were.
normal humanoid size, and
Giant
it's
dwarves.
rubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant dwarfs. That's what I'm just hoping that the races haven't merged into one monstrosity
knew
over
it.
here.
Yeah, I called it.
That came across really bad of me to say. That's
Oh,
not
no,
how
no,
I
no.
meant.
No, I know what you meant.
Okay.
You're good.
Got it.
Worse things have been almost said
Oof.
by accident.
Worst
Yeah.
things have been retconned by
My history.
Like. No, I'm just kidding.
As we as the caravan draws to a halt, NWS stands just shy of the doorway. Well, this is just great.
Is the door closed?
This is a solid wall of stone.
Oh. But there's an archway right here, right?
There's an archway. It looks like there's a door frame, but it's just a solid wall of stone.
I might have.
Is this where the X was?
This is where the X was.
Can I investigate the stone?
Thanks, Siri.
Thanks, Siri.
Can I investigate the stone? Looking for
You
like a...
can. How are you? And sorry, I cut you off. What
Yeah,
were you about to
you're
say?
fine. I was looking for like a secret, like a
Fucking hell.
open
Siri in
sesame
the
type of
kitchen's
like
talking.
lav. What?
Make an
Siri in the
investigation
living room is
check.
talking and it scared me.
Oh.
While he's doing that, I want to start ritual casting detect magic.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk up and try to put my hand through the wall.
Oh, I was gonna try
Okay.
something different.
Trying to focus on what? I mean, you touch the wall and you certainly feel the rock. Your hand doesn't pass through or anything.
Oh, that's it. I just wanted to see if it was an illusion, and we were all
Okay.
just like not thinking about it.
Can I try to cast Erupting Earth?
You certainly can.
See if I can I don't want to erupt the ground. I want to try to erupt the door.
The stone.
Could you cast it on the wall?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you absolutely can.
21.
So with your 21, inspecting the stone wall for any cracks, you feel you're quite apt at doing this from your various adventures and escapades into a large number of dungeons, but you find no gap in the wall,
No, like secret panel.
no panel in the middle that feels like it would allow you
Just thinking on the
access beyond.
sides, like so you pull.
There's not like a book.
Yeah,
It's on all stone wall, and instead of a brick in one spot,
Just
there's
a
a book.
Yeah.
So, I'll wait.
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
I was
No,
about
go
to
ahead.
say there's no seam.
Yeah.
Even on the edges, you don't find any sort of air gap or airflow.
I need the door to make a deck save.
The door fails.
Great.
It's super
Roll
dexterous.
damage. I want to
Get
see how
wrecked,
much damage
door.
you do to the stone wall.
All right. Getting there. $21.
Okay.
Why not?
Fine, man.
So with your 21 or 21 points of damage, you dig out a large chunk of earth from the doorway. It collapses onto the ground, partially burying the rubble that was once one of the stone-cursed individuals. But the wall is still there. It just now has a large
Has a
carving
crack?
out of it.
Did
It's not a...
Did it spider web or it just
I think it's a
Oh, no,
thick
it just
wall.
took a chunk.
took a hunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tried.
It's about a foot deep. The
How
chunk.
Anyone
tall
know-
is the wall?
It is, say, 40 feet.
I want to try and climb.
This doorway. Okay. Make an acrobatics check for me. And around this time, Valoth, your detect magic ritual would complete. And
I'll step over the rubble and get closer to the door.
you don't detect. You do detect magic, but it's faint, suppressed. And what you detect instead
Behind 20 feet of stone.
is the remnants of a dispel magic spell having
Oh.
been cast on the wall.
Oh.
You disclose that?
Yes, I think this wall used to be magic and someone dispelled it.
Can you dispel the dispel?
You can't reverse dispel magic. You can't make the magic come back though.
Right,
Oh.
you would essentially just have to like recast the spell.
Yeah,
as it
whatever
was.
spell it was. I don't.
Maybe it used to be a
Weird.
portal.
Well, it might have been, yeah, something that made the wall passable. Maybe like a massive meld into stone, but on the wall, so you could walk through it.
Wait, is this where the X was? You said?
Yeah,
This is where the X is.
So maybe they closed that path so that no one could follow them. Maybe they were trying to run from somebody. They trapped themselves in,
But then why would?
or something trapped
Would-
them in.
Would you roll in your acrobatics?
I didn't roll it. And it wouldn't be athletics for climbing?
I would allow you to do athletics.
Okay.
I know.
You're just gonna do
typically,
it slow though.
Yeah. Well, typically acrobatics is like for jumping and stuff. And I know I go against the rules on that. I always just feel like acrobatics is more flavorful for it in my book.
Well, melting
I'm
the stone doesn't
going
work that way.
to. I'll take a 2 from the rolls.
Okay.
One of the 2s for 18.
Okay. You're able to scale the wall, especially now that Floor has created a nice solid foothold for you to start off
I can
with.
make a bunch of footholds
Um,
with me.
But as you clamber up the wall, its towering size becoming more and more apparent to you the higher you go. You find that the wall itself is quite flat, and so you actually move over to the side and begin climbing up the frame itself, where a lot of these
Unfinished.
well,
And I have footholds and stuff.
and there's it's framed up by these towering columns with etchings of a language you don't understand, but because it's etched in, you're able to grip, and you climb up all the way to the top. You're able to stand at the top of the massive stone slab that hangs above the doorway.
Looking over, like, is this like a gatehouse or something like that?
Looking, I mean, it is flush up against a wall.
What do you mean?
So, imagine this.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But there is rock like all here.
Oh, okay. So it
Yeah.
doesn't like drop down on the other side.
So you get on top of the doorway and the door jamb over top, but there is more stone wall immediately there.
Got
Just the doorway protrudes from the stone wall a little bit.
If I walk as close as I can to the little divot, get like as far into the wall as I can with my blind sight, do I see the other side?
Oh, that is
Interesting, yeah.
that is an interesting thought. Yeah. So you would see nothing.
So it's more thick or just like empty room?
It's an illusion, huh?
Hard to get a read. Based on the way that blind sight works, it feels like there's nothing there.
Is the wall in front of me there using the blind sight?
Yeah,
Okay.
But
you sense the wall is there, but you just don't sense there's anything beyond it.
do I sense the other side of the wall? I guess is what I'm
You do not.
asking. Okay.
And I don't know that you would with blind sight, but I'm telling you in this instance, you definitely do not.
Okay.
I need to look up that ruling, but
How large is the door?
it's 40 feet high and 30 feet wide.
40 feet wide?
40 feet high, 30 feet wide.
Thank you.
I want to continue over this area, looking for a way down on the other side, and looking for like a gate. Looking for like a wheelhouse
Okay.
or something like that might open this thing.
Close it. I can.
You just roll
Oh.
a D100.
Okay, well, it didn't roll. I'm trying to.
So I'll quit the app just to make sure. What was your prior investigation check? Do you remember?
22.
I'll say we can still use the same one, and you're climbing down the opposite side and investigating. You see mainly the columns of the door frame are the only structure carved into the wall. Aside from near the bottom, there are two larger. I guess you could call them like sort of footholds for the door jamb. But they are also like carved straight from the wall. They don't appear to open up into any larger structure or anything.
Okay.
They seem purely decorative to you.
All right.
So, were you about to say something?
I was just
Sorry.
gonna say, rules on blind sight is that it doesn't specifically say that you can't, but it doesn't specifically say that you can either.
I think that got updated in the new rules. I just haven't read over it. But
yeah, I'm looking at 5e. 'Cause
I
we're
am telling-
still in the old. No, I
Yeah.
know. I was just for my own.
regardless
and
of
for
how
everyone,
it works, you
yeah.
don't sense anything on the other side.
I might be able to make
Oh.
something work, but I don't want to do it because it's a 5th level spell. It burns my slot.
I'll try and cast a spell. I guess this may or not. Technically, this is a door, right?
Yeah.
It
the
is.
doorway, but yeah.
Okay, I want to cast a knock on it and see what it does.
You cast knock on the doorway to see if you can unlock it magically, hoping its secrets avail themselves to you. But you wait and wait and wait, and the spell's knocking sound echoes across the cavernous expanse, and nothing seems to happen.
Okay. And then one last thing I want to do.
Mhm.
Anywhere there was a hole, anywhere, I want to take that little key I got and start trying to.
Just the
All
hole that
the-
Flora made. You're like,
Yeah, everywhere. Just
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, a thrush starts knocking on a thing of the
There's
stone.
roll a percentile dice for me.
There's no
Ooh,
words
I never get to roll
anywhere
these.
like around the
Yeah.
frame of the door or anything like
got them
that,
somewhere.
right?
Say one more time.
There's no words like around the frame of the door or
Well,
anywhere
it's
else.
all
Oh,
around the
it's-
frame of the door.
in a language we don't understand.
Oh well, I've missed that. But comprehend
I
language.
said it like 3 times.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was. Frankly, I was for everyone at home.
Don't
I was
worry,
looking
I'm-
up how mislead would work with blind sight. Because
Oh God!
because it says your senses are through there and you're blind and deafened, but I have blind sight, so would I still be able to see as me and as anyway. That's where I was. But yeah, I would like to ritual cast comprehend languages.
Okay. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 73 or
Okay.
72, so it's only a 5% chance.
Yeah, the key's still there, but it doesn't appear to work. By the way, I increased it to 15% because I
Oh,
thought that
okay.
was more interesting.
Gotcha. Yeah.
When your comprehend languages completes, this is giant, what is written on the wall. And distinctly, you recognize the phrase that you saw earlier as part of it, basically the first half. Hear us, goddess of sight. But the second half, you understand, says, we are but stone to be molded. Now, specifically, you know what it says, but comprehend languages does not allow you to speak that in the
Like
language.
repeat it.
No, but I know what the first bit sounds like.
Yes.
Could I try to reverse engineer the rest of it? With some kind of check or like
I'm going to say that you...
and after what you no, they didn't say it in giant to you though. Damn.
I would say that you, at this point, delve into your notes and begin to study whatever scribblings you have.
And the Umbric runes, yeah.
Of Umbric runes, the old giant language. This is not necessarily new to you, although it is a bit foreign to you. And as you focus, the area falls a bit quieter. Everyone perplexed, unsure of what the future holds. But Drazad, this is not the first time you've been faced with the cold reality of a closed door in the midst of a long journey. Once again, you face this hardship, and once again, you draw upon your patience and will yourself to do better, to be better. You wait silently for guidance, just as you did years ago in the icy weather of Hrathheim. And at this moment,
Backstory.
I will ask everyone to leave,
Aha.
except for Drazad. But we're gonna go ahead and just do the break now. I kind of feel like that makes the
yeah.
most sense.
So when we come
Okay.
back, it'll be just Drazad.
So when we come back,
Gotcha.
it'll be just Drazad. We'll get some really cool Drazad backstory. I love
Nice.
these.
Oh,
The last
boy.
one made Morgan cry, so don't go nowhere.
Buddy.
I'll see you guys in about 10.
Bye.
Bye.
I feel really bad that I still have this thing because I feel like it's mid.
Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Brett Venable, Tabletop Beard, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Justinian of Darkport, Angel Jobert, XIVM, Corey of Darkport, Angel of Darkport, Dravian, Anthony Pace, Memebot 69000, Dutin 103, Drazadi, Zebek Longfang, Lil Tired, Unholy Guardian, Niklon Oxendine, Hunter Archer Sam, Liminal Entity, PA Nightmares, Fung, Blue Perry, Renee Asma, KR08, James Delane, Maze, Samurai Knight, Dave Elzian, Cabbage Cat, None Your Business, Rogie, Don Telev, Jared Talbot, Jack David, James Norbury, Brother Oblivion, Russ Yates, Califer Kin, Juggler John, Caramel Thunder, Heath Hoxie, Rob B, Abel, Dark Horse 77, Robert Lopez, Solace Foal, Ryan Herriff, Rick Jackins, Jake CB, Scuba Dubert, Lothos Carpathia, Autographed Cat, Tyler Robbins, It's Vamp Darling, Tiago Levas, Malachi, Jara Harbison, Angry Viking, Popoli Koopa Support, Sean Tarosian, Just a Bat Boy with Internet, The One with the Gun, Wargamer on Wheels, John Pierre, Charlie Gardner, Leonard Zabo, Kestis, Mr. M, PG Animation, Quayne Bailey, Daniel J. Colby, Rose, King Viper, Scott Rossi, Nary, Caleb Hill, Toby Rogers, Halasan Gaming, Lawful Good Nun, Shadow Megumi, Bill Folks, Voice of Odd, Sherlock Holmes, Simon S.M., Red Rogue, Boomer Gaming, Kombuchi, Mark Strong, Henry Akinosho, Good Freak, Yoder Einerson, Derpy Ice Creams, Chad Jackson, Oak Parrot, Elemental Freak, Robin, Spellcrafter Gaming, Trent Adams, Isaiah Rojas, O4C, Unknown Pizza, Tygo Silva, Snomnom, I Like Succubus, Jason96, Fables D20, Jose Perez, NM, Trollerbladering, Resolute Rebellion, Autolife, 12 Beyond 34, Matthew Stanky, Phil 4975, Chaos Hole, Triforce Samurai, and On the Ground, Jaggers, Richard Smith, Moon Goose McQueen, and Kay. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it.
Thank you, you're all too kind, and the drinks are on me tonight! Ha 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 ha! Oh, you must not have enabled gifted memberships! Let me show you how. Ha 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 ha! What you'll want to do is make your way over to our channel page and then add /allow_gifts. From there, you can turn on the toggle for free stuff and join in the chaos. Ha 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 ha! Now for my next tune, a little ditty about a dead necromancer named Pinky.
Hello, Drazad here. Oh my god, you have got to come check out all of our wares. We have so many different things. Help support the stream and get yourself some new magic items as well over at the Constructed Chaos store.
Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by three brothers that have combined two great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top-notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that? Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
In a world of darkness exists Geramentum, a beacon of hope in the realm of Terra. Our heroes, all with unique pasts, live here and are connected by a common destiny to protect the dream. Welcome to Darkeport, an actual play production company. Our inaugural dark fantasy D&D campaign, Gold, Green, and Red, is inspired by the lived experience of War Medic and GM Angel Gamble. Subscribe to us now on YouTube. Live episodes stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Friends, thanks for sticking around through the break. I hope you had a nice, peaceful reprieve from all of the creepy, crawly underground stuff. I know somebody was asking for a horror campaign recently. This is about as close to that
the
as
murder
we've
mystery
gotten.
campaign.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. But before we get started, back here, I wanted to say thank you guys for sticking around. Here is 5 gifted memberships to anyone that hasn't already joined the Chaos Crew. Welcome in. We're glad to have you. I will make sure to add your Chaos points at the end of stream for the gifted memberships, and you'll be able to spend them on the next stream. So, now that we have returned in the light of the morning sun, a much younger Dragonborn sets out from Cauldric, leaving behind a life of poverty and disgrace brought on by his ancestors who were servants of the vile dragon Varalmarak. Through frigid winds and stony paths, you persevere with the weight of your family's sacrifice weighing heavily on your shoulders. In seemingly no time at all, your supplies dwindle into relative scarcity. What do you do?
I'm not with anybody, right? I'm traveling like by myself right now.
Yeah, it is just you currently.
Probably the first thing I would think to do is to try to find, like I would start looking for signs of life, or if I know of like a town nearby.
Okay.
Just because if my supplies are like starting to dwindle, I know I need to like ration them and like get somewhere fast.
So for reference, you are in the middle of the Sable Fuel right now. You're like crossing over that mountain range.
Okay, got it.
You would know that the next town that you could conceivably get to is Grimholt.
Yeah.
It's on the coast, and
Yeah,
so you'd
yeah.
still be a ways away from that. But I will say, if you're looking for some sort of sign of life, make either nature or survival, and tell me which.
Okay. And I was going to say, or I would also probably follow the river.
You're not quite to the river yet.
Okay.
You haven't seen that. You're kind of in the snowy Alps of the Sable Fuel.
Survival 24.
Okay. Feeling your body beginning to fail you, you come up with and knowing the river is still a little ways off, you come up with a clever plan by taking the hot lantern that you have and melting the snow. You were able to sustain yourself through the long days of travel until you reach the other side of the Sable Fuel and come upon the river in the foothills. What do you do?
I would probably break here at this point. And
Okay.
kind of like reassess things. I'm not super versed in fishing. Drazad doesn't super like the water too much. I would probably look for any like bird nests or like berry bushes. I would probably at this point start to like scavenge for any kind of like food or like medicinal herbs that I might recognize from
Okay.
like the shops in Goldrick, and
Sure.
try to scavenge that.
Make a nature check for me.
Yeah. Four.
4 total?
Yes.
Okay. So in your journey so far, you have not seen much plant life. I mean, you are in the dead of winter at this point, and so even at the when the sun is at its highest point, the snow is still thick beneath your feet, sometimes even as high as your knees. Yet near this river, you actually see there is some green life at the banks. Though you're not able to identify what is and isn't safe to eat, you find that particularly odd. And the more you think about the situation, seems maybe a bit odd to you that the river is flowing at all and not frozen over.
Would I have ever heard of any... Is this the only way to get to Hrafheim? Or is this just the way that I chose?
This is the way that you chose. Any other journey through Hrafheim would have required that you go south and then travel there by boat, which would have probably cost more money than you had and taken a good amount of time. You could have also gone north and tried to get there that way. However, that is not a route that is often traveled, and especially not in the winter when the northern sea is iced.
Like frozen. Drazad would definitely find it odd that the river's not slightly frozen. But that would also lead him to believe that he's making it like towards warmer weather, or like towards not a city necessarily, but like towards somewhere where it might be a little bit more like he could salvage himself a little bit.
Sure.
I'll continue along the banks of the river.
Okay.
Just keeping an eye out to make sure there's no like wild like owl bears or anything further up that I would run into.
Okay, make a perception check for me as you begin to follow the river further away from the Sable Field.
14.
Okay. With your perception check, you don't see very many signs of wildlife. Many of the birds that are in these parts have either flown south or have burrowed and nested in small holes, more or less hibernating for the winter. But one thing you do notice, because you are somewhat perceptive here, traveling this close to the river, you see a steam actually sort of rising off of it as it flows. At first, you kind of thought it might have been some spray from the water washing up against the banks, but in calmer, more still, straight paths of the river, you can see that it is just steam rising off of it.
I'd probably lean down and like feel the temperature of the water. Does it feel like it's like hot spring, like warm?
The water is surprisingly warm. It appears to bubble out from a great many shallow pools in the foothills of the Fjord. The heat from the earth keeps the river in a perpetual flow as it makes its way out to the eastern sea.
Yeah, I think Drazad would just keep following the river at this point.
Okay. Though you have garnered yourself some sustenance, you are still extremely weary at this point.
Yeah.
Your haggard steps carry you waywardly for days until the trees grow scarce and a new presence dominates your horizon. Grimholt, the evergreen port city, now looms large ahead of you. From your elevation, you can see the flow of water through its streets and into the bay beyond, where ships come and go through a path carved in the ice by the heat of the stream that pours into it. In the dead of winter, the city is alive in a way you might not have thought possible. And a massive dwarven castle stands tall above it, as the largest mortal-made structure you've ever seen. What do you do?
He'll definitely stop to kind of gaze upon it for a minute, just kind of marveling at like, wow, they actually, like, they were able to make something like this? Like, this is crazy. Like, I want to do something like that.
Yeah, you're mostly used to seeing like single-family homes,
Yeah.
maybe even like a 2-story building. You've never seen something
Right,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah. Just like a larger church, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I would, Drazad would be definitely excited, but also knowing the dwarves are probably more stoic than like the humans he's mostly lived around.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't become overly giddy,
Mm-hmm.
but he would be excited about it.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll just kind of, assuming I have a backpack, that I'll just kind of keep trudging towards the city.
Okay. As you make your way into Grimholt, you color yourself surprised at the lack of judging eyes and discrimination. Here you are free to wander without worry as one of many who walk these streets. What would you like to do while in
know.
the city?
They don't know who I am.
For what it's worth, it's quite easy to find the marketplace, the shipyard. As a matter of fact, you can see it clearly from the high vantage point you were at before. And so if you're trying to find that place,
Yeah.
you can.
I don't have any gold or like any money on me, do
You
I?
would not have any money on you. I think you have that coin that you brought with you.
Right, but that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm low on supplies. I would probably either I would probably avoid the market. I'd probably go to the shipyard because it's probably the easiest place to find work.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. You, just to kind of speed things along, go to the shipyard, and once again, you're surprised at how easy it is to find work. There are dock workers steadily manning ships that are sailing in and out of Grimholt. Even in the dead of winter, the city is supplying itself readily, and many people walk the paved streets that are not covered in a fine dust of snow. Quickly enough, you're able to familiarize yourself with a couple of dock workers who put you onto some work, help you make a little bit of coin in a few days, and in no time, you're able to spend that coin and resupply.
Awesome. I would probably, at that point, go to, I guess, wherever there would be a forge, or like where I see them like crafting things. And I would try to interact with one of the dwarves there, and probably ask them what they thought was the best way. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay.
Svath, right?
Svathmar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would ask them if there's anything I should be like concerned with or anything headed there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a few days travel from here. You can get there easy enough.
Right, but there's no like I don't know. There's not like a dragon halfway, to the city or something like that.
Not that I've heard. Word travels fast of that kind of news.
No, yeah, it's dragon. It'd be big enough for sure. Okay.
You got business there in Svathmar? Know someone?
No, not really. I don't know anybody, to be honest with you, around here. I'm making my way, if you will.
Well, best of luck to you. I know a good many people went down there hoping to see the forges and say they're rather exclusive, to say the least.
Exclusive that they only let dwarves work the forge?
No, nothing like that. I think there's other people working there that aren't dwarvish. Just, I don't know. Had a number of smiths I've worked with turned away by the forge master working there. Seems like they don't just let anyone forge in such a Place that holds great meaning to the people there. I'm happy just to earn my coin and make a life for myself here in Grimholt.
But you do not feel the need to, like, craft for the better? Like to...
Sure, and I do that here. It's my people that built that castle over there. Not me
Really?
specifically. Long ago.
And just see him kind of lose a little bit, and he'll get happy all over again. He'll really that thing is a marvel. I've never seen something so large before. I mean, that is a huge building.
It all starts with a single stone.
Do you think I should try to? Do you think I should try to make it to Svathmar, or do you think Drazad should maybe try to learn more before he goes?
Well, I figure what's the harm in trying? If that's where you want to go, I'd hate to keep you from seeing it through.
Yeah, that is where Drazad would like to end up.
But we're always looking for help out here if for some reason your luck runs out when you meet the doors of Svathmar. Head on back.
Well,
My name's Stillen. Ask for me. I'll get you some work.
Thank you, Stillen. I appreciate that. Well, I guess good luck to me then. And he's been kind of fidgeting with his coin, and he'll kind of flip it up in the air and put it back in his pocket. And,
Got it.
all right, let us go then.
Once again, you set out on your quest. Svathmar waits for you just 3 days ahead. With more than enough supplies and a well-worn path to follow, a well-rested body to follow it in, you even make the trek in 2 days.
Oh,
The great forges of Hrafheim stand before you, their towering chimneys spewing black smoke into the sky, hidden behind a towering stone wall with 2 large oaken doors and an inscription framing them in mysterious characters. What do you do?
are there any guards like on the outside of the door? Or...
You don't see any people on the outside.
Just push the door.
As you push against the door, softly at first, so as not to be too intrusive,
Yeah.
you feel the door start to move, but then rattle against something. It sounds like a combination of chain and maybe a wood block on the other side that has barred it.
After weird that I went to like guard it, or maybe they know peace here. Like, hello.
You knock on the door, and there's a silence that falls over the area for a moment until you hear the crush of stone underfoot as someone approaches. A shadow crosses over the gap between the 2 doors as an eye peers out at you from the other side. Wait, he says stoically. His eye shifts away from you towards a pile of slag about 30 feet back from the door. There, he explains before backing away from the ashy oaken doors, leaving you all alone. What do you do?
What do you mean? And I'll just kind of turn around and I'll look at the... Is it... you said slag, so I'm assuming it's molten.
It's like discarded bits of stone. It's cooled by now,
Yeah.
but it's basically just discarded piles of not usable masonry.
I would build a model of Grimholt's.
Castle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'll break the stones if I need to, as much as I can. I probably don't have any tools or anything on me at this point in time other than just my hands, so I'll kind of like use the stones to like break each other, do what I can, but I'll build like as closely to like a little tiny like tower with like little windows in it as I can.
You whittle away with fang and claws, and as it so happens, you have time to do so. As time begins to pass, minutes become hours, hours become days. You sit in a silent vigil, your breath visible in the frigid air and your body growing stiff from the cold. The smiths move about their business, sparing you not a single glance, their hammers ringing out in a song that you are barred from singing. You begin to doubt your purpose. Your faith is shaken as the days begin to stretch into weeks. What do you do? I would say at this point, you're maybe halfway done with your structure.
At this point, I still would have the resolve to keep going. Probably after hearing the constant thrum of the forges and then hammering. And after it being this long and still, like, building it, Drazad would probably look back into himself and think, like, what am I doing? Like I am a dragonborn. I am a powerful race. There is no reason I should just be sitting here making this and hoping for their approval. Like, I'm not looking for anyone's approval. And then he'll kind of get frustrated and he'll go to sigh. And as he sighs for the first time, kind of like resigning in his anger, I would imagine a little spark,
A little crackle. Yeah.
flits out of his mouth.
Nice.
And I'll remember that I am a dragonborn. That we are all born with innate gifts. And I'll start using what little of my lightning breath I'm sure that I have. To A, help break the stones, but to weld them together, basically. To, like, make them back into their molten forms.
Very cool.
And
I like that. Yeah. As you begin to utilize this gift that's been given to you, you feel your sense of purpose reinvigorated. The stone beneath you is unforgiving, but you refuse to leave, for you know that this is where you were meant to be. Still, the silence from the forge is deafening, until, at last, the doors swing wide. A dwarven smith shuffles out, wheeling behind him a small, empty handcart. The doors close again, revealing once more the mysterious inscription in the stone that holds their hinges. As you study the writing in nearly a trance, you are startled when a voice speaks aloud to you for the first time in weeks. We are but stones to be molded. Crawl Storan, Baru Karkan, as the giants once said.
is that what the inscriptions are on the door?
Aye, you're right.
Giants once lived here too?
Giants once roamed many of these lands, and their words were as true as any. We are but stones to be molded. And you have molded your gifts quite well, I see.
Oh, Drazad was just really impressed by the building and wanted to, I don't know, pay it homage.
Come, we've work to do. And he begins to walk in the opposite direction of Svathmar towards Aldvik, the coastal city,
As soon as he
carrying
turns
his
around,
handcart.
he turns around and he tells Drazad to come. And Drazad just kind of and starts following behind him.
As you follow the Forge Master into the light of dawn towards the town of Aldvik in the Eastern Sea, your memory fades, but the words of the giants never does. Suddenly you recall this is part of the inscription above the mysterious doorway of Hollow Hall. The second half, in fact.
You'll hear Drazad just kind of whisper to himself. We are but the stones to be molded. Krastoran Tarukarkan, as the giants once said.
Falth goes, wait, what was that again? Can you say that again?
I don't hear anything.
As he's like taking notes, he's like,
I'm on the other side.
You weren't even close. It was Drozado. You were possessed. You
I'm on the other side of the wall with a key, just trying to open everything.
Odd's over here waiting for the thrush to just come knocking. Just a bird. No. So the giants, they roamed everywhere at one point. But part of this phrase was inscribed into the doors of Svathmar.
The other place with the giant forge?
No, Svathmar is that's the main forge of Hrafheim.
Okay,
that is like,
Oh,
they are known for the forges of Hrafheim.
it's a chair.
Yeah. This is the one I axed.
Okay, so is that door just a big stone wall too? Also, when was that made?
When was what made? The door?
The one that you know of in Hrafheim.
No idea.
Okay.
It's old. The city
Like this
itself, they
Make a history check.
have the same writing, so it's got to be pretty close.
Well, I mean, Elvish is written in many places, but they vary in age wildly.
You said history, right? Sorry.
Mhm.
17.
The Forge Halls of Svathmar are indeed old. They were founded during the First Era, but that First Era was 2,000 years long.
Yeah.
They are not as old as where you are currently.
No, actually, radiocarbon dating suggests.
You like lick the rock and then you're like,
Economic-
and numbers just start filtering past your eyes.
No, this rock is actually about 2,000 years older. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
But the thing,
So how do we open it?
You say open sesame.
Do you say that? Can you say that up there? You know how to say that first bit. I
Yeah, I
had you
already
say that
said-
earlier. You say the whole thing.
oh, can you send me that first bit that you have?
Yeah, I'll send it. Give me 1 second.
She just curled around, so just her snoot is sticking out of the.
Did she poop? Did she have to poop?
No,
she
she
didn't.
was just.
Oh, she was
fussy.
just okay. She was just opinionated.
Yeah, she had
You
all-
said it earlier. And I can repeat it.
This is the first bit. There you go.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, you'll have to read that out of order.
So it's the second part first, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the entire phrase is, okay, excuse Drazad, it is partially in Giant, okay, not fluent in it, but it says Trumir Kalvakarth Vekrath, sorry. We are but stones to be molded. It references, well, anyway, Krausthorin Tharukarkon, as the Giants once said.
You utter the ancient words of the giants. The sound resonates
Die, TPK.
in a deep, echoing tremor that seems to awaken something in the very stone around you. The massive stone wall shudders, a low rumble rising from the earth as if the mountain itself is stirring. The inscriptions glow faintly, their meaning now understood at last. Hear us, goddess of sight. We are but stones to be molded. Then, with a thunderous groan, the stone slab begins to move, sliding and grinding against its borders. Dust cascades from the seams as the rock moves deeper into the wall, revealing a long, shadowed hallway beyond. At the far end, a set of stairs rises upwards, beckoning you deeper into the unknown.
Nothing open on my side?
On your side.
I'm on the other side.
No, the whole door opened.
The whole door just pushed
You
in.
can't be on the other side of the
You
door.
can't be on
You
the
are
other
not
side.
on the other
Oh, I
side.
was on top. Okay.
What are you talking
I thought I went.
The door opens, we see Odd.
That's what I thought. That's what I
Floating in
thought.
space.
Valoth, how close were you to the door?
I probably far enough back to be able to see the words across the whole door. So I don't like, because I was trying to figure that out. So
20 feet?
Yeah.
The second those words were uttered, you detected the other side of the door, or the other side of the wall.
God, this is such a toss-up.
Wait for what? Oh,
I'm walking forward.
oh yeah, obviously.
I walked to the top edge of this thing and looked down.
I'll say, as I see Valoth starting to walk forward, I'll say, Valoth, maybe
Valoth is like,
maybe this time it is best that Drazad goes first for once.
oh, you're gonna have to catch up.
I've been wondering what the terrain in the middle of the room was for.
I dash.
So, as you step into what appears to have once been an impressive throne room,
Yeah, literally.
you said you were going, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out why this mat's on top of
You
something else.
leave that alone. man.
I was
Don't
just
you touch
wondering.
the thing.
I was like, why is there a bump right here?
what you looking at over there?
That's a lumpy map.
Suspicious.
is so
I'm gonna make my way down and like climb back
Making
down.
my way
Okay.
down the stairs.
Oh,
That's what you
you
get.
okay?
Got it?
Trying to kill us.
See,
Everybody else asked if he was okay. His wife says that's what you
Yeah,
get.
this is
I'm
where
sorry.
I thought I was. I thought I climbed completely over this and was.
No, that's what I was saying. The
That's why I
wall
was
goes
like
all
checking,
the way up.
I thought I was on the other side of the door, like checking the door.
No.
We're
You're
trying to
like
open
yelling.
the-
You're like yelling at the wall. Can you guys
That's
hear
why
me?
you were looking for a gatehouse. There's no.
Yeah.
We're trying to
see.
open
Sorry.
the door, and so is he. So we're
Yeah.
just fighting against each other.
No, but he's yelling, and we're like, Odd, we're right behind you.
When you said it open too, I thought I was gonna be on the other side. Like, a long hallway and odds at the end.
You step into what appears to have once been an impressive throne room. To the
I'm
left,
not letting him
The-
go first.
no.
Sorry, I'm going
Okay.
first. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Throne rooms.
I said it first.
Historically,
Why
it has
wasn't
not
hesitating?
worked out
why
well
don't you
for
guys
us.
place your minis? I'm
I
going
don't
to remove
wanna
some
go
of
in
this
the
so that we can
throne
see
room.
it pretty well.
I'm definitely gonna be.
Listen, I tell you, I don't want to go first, but Valoth would.
I'm gonna be at the
We'll be
back
next to
'cause I
each
had
other then. We'll be like fighting each other to go
Yeah.
first.
I'm gonna fight you for the back. Odd.
Well, I had to climb down, so I'm gonna.
Okay,
Oh,
don't be
yeah.
behind me. Here, scoop me up a little
Odd is
bit.
laughing.
There you go.
And he's slow.
He's having
I got
performance issues.
I'm sorry.
Again.
Yeah.
So, to the left of this regal seat stands the stone depiction of a dwarven leader riding atop a mountain goat
Yodel?
as he sounds the charge through a hollowed horn. Hollowed horn.
Horn.
Two more statues, dwarves carved with precision and reverence, flank the entrance, their expressions locked in a solemn vigilance. Yet your eyes are drawn to the empty plinth on the left side of the throne. Sorry, the right side of the throne. A conspicuous absence in this gallery of figures. The soft, rhythmic sound of water echoes through the chamber, and you notice a waterfall cascading in a torrent from the ceiling behind the throne.
Oh, cool.
Its flow a constant presence in this otherwise silent place. And there, rising from the throne itself, is a woman draped in flowing white robes.
A real woman?
Yes,
Is
her
she
face...
is she a giant?
Her face remains obscured by a hooded shawl that covers her eyes, yet her presence commands your attention as if she sees everything without the need to look. She looks no larger than you.
So a giant dwarf.
Wait, okay.
knew
Do
it.
I?
Yeah.
I have to ask you this. Entering this room and seeing her, do I get the impression that this is Iramor?
Make a religion check.
Was this at the way?
Non-nat 20.
Like, do we have to get through this place?
Does she have wings?
You're pretty sure this is not Iramor.
Does she have wings?
Okay.
She does not.
She looked like
No, that's fine. I was just gonna take a knee if I thought it was.
Like she likes to meditate?
Drazad would.
She cook a lot of meals.
with rice.
Welcome,
I don't
my
get it.
loyal subjects. You would make a grateful queen with such an honorable pledge.
Bella stops. It's like, oh shit, this is not the room I thought it was gonna be.
You would
I
make,
told you guys, throne rooms don't work out well for us.
Wait, you would make a great queen with your pledge?
You would make me a grateful queen with the pledge you uttered just outside my door.
We don't
What's your
know
name?
what that says. We just kind of sounded it out.
What's your name again?
I am Iramor, the goddess of sight.
Is that true?
Inside check.
I don't think I'm passing that.
I will
insight
allow
check.
both of you to roll an insight check.
I'm not even rolling. Nat
But-
20, 29.
Cool.
Damn.
Oh, I'll roll. Not that good.
Another nat 20 in the chat.
Yep. There's
No,
two
I'm
of
not gonna
them.
take. I'm not gonna take it too.
This is.
I rolled in the high teens, but it wasn't a nat 20.
You weren't entirely sure before now, Drazad, but after hearing her speak in a way that is unbefitting of a gracious leader, almost implying that you should be play servant to her,
Yeah.
you are sure this is not Iramor and that she lies
So
through
who
her
the
teeth.
hell is it?
So, what should we pledge to you?
Your
Oh.
pledge has been made,
Oh,
and I much appreciate it.
he's the only one who said something, and and what's?
God damn.
I apologize if I disgrace you, but what is an Iramor?
I am Iramor, the goddess of sight, one who sees all, one whose power comes from sight.
He puts his hand behind his back. How many fingers am I holding up?
You would test the might of a goddess. It is unbecoming of such a mortal.
Valoth,
Can I
That's not an
insight-
answer.
Yeah, can I
I
insight
need
check?
not prove myself to you.
Then I don't believe you.
Valoth, let me just go ahead and
I guess, did we walk up now?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to,
Yeah.
here and there.
let's just.
Can I insight check her?
Absolutely, you
Okay.
can.
Why do we need to inside check this bitch again?
Because I want to know if she's lying.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Well,
You
I-
can't. What do you mean? You unless you want her to tell us that.
Yeah, you can telepathically tell us.
No,
that.
it's not up because I have it's detect magic. No, it is up because that is not concentration.
Oh my god.
You can tell us.
Okay.
Sorry.
Regardless, I would probably just straight up be like, "You are being a fake goddess." Like,
Yes.
I don't play those games as Drazad.
Okay, we'll say that. Sorry.
No, that's
Yeah, sorry.
no. I was like, y'all stop wasting time. I'm just
Stop
trying to
talking.
tell y'all. I would say, so Valoth, I'm just going to stop you from trying to get her to guest and wasting her time. Whatever she is, goddess or not a goddess, she is not Iramor.
And I am Odd, the goddess of mischief.
It was
Honestly,
it was no
probably.
fingers.
She looks out upon all of you, the people that wander in just behind.
Oh, I'll turn around
no,
and say,
I'm like-
go back out. Go back
Yeah,
out.
I'm like, I was like, I'm gonna stop you right there. Like,
Oh god.
And under her breath, as she
Silence.
cracks her
Somebody
neck,
cast
she
silence
says,
on her.
well, sometimes rock must be broken in order to shape it. On her command,
We have to roll
the
initiative.
three remaining statues in the room quake to life and begin to close on you. The woman removes her hood as her slithering green hair begins to cascade down and flow
Uh-oh.
outwards from her scalp.
oh no.
The snakes weave together into wings as she is propelled from the ground and begins to cackle at your undoing. With a single gust, she propels herself up and over the back of the throne and into the water wall behind it, leaving you with the last defenders of the old city and Hollow Hall at large. Everyone roll for initiative.
I don't have advantage anymore.
Is she in the waterfall, or is she like behind?
You saw her go into the waterfall. You do not see her anymore.
Yeah.
By the way, Sam, you were right. You do see Hyodal is on his mountain goat. yodeling.
Does he
as it
look
were.
like Ida's statue of like where it's like basically a person, not like weird stone person, if that makes sense?
Yes.
Gotcha.
He looks like Ida did. And you gather that probably the plinth that
Was
is empty
Ida.
was Ida's. My gosh, those little green torches are bright.
Right.
We could cut those if that's too much.
Well, we're gonna have to. We can Sharpie out the top.
Oh, whoa. Okay, I see what you're saying.
They're super bright.
Yeah. I was like,
It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. Chat, you let me know if you want me to get rid of them
That's
because
just
I
the
can.
necrotic energy coming from the waterfall. or
epic.
something.
So, let's pull up this this encounter here now that you guys are
Odd. Roll your other
doing fighty
4
things.
odds.
Yeah.
We're gonna need them.
I cast mirror image, but they're all actually me.
Valoth, what did you roll?
11.
Okay. Odd,
15.
15. Drazad,
17.
17. Nice. Flora,
14.
14.
Missed my advantage.
Okay. As the combat begins, these stone structures do not move immediately, and recognizing the threat before it fully presents itself, you are going to be able to move a little bit faster than these stone golems. Drazad, you are up first in the initiative. What would you like to do? Odd, you're on deck.
Slay. Okay.
Got it. Constructs.
So
Why did it have to be constructs?
you did say they were stone, right?
It's stone golems. It gave
They're
all
stone
of it away.
golems.
Gave all of it away, man.
Don't look up the stat block. you
No,
jerk.
no.
No, I'm not. No.
I just remember things.
I do want to say, now that the cat is out of the bag, Grim Reaper called it as a Medusa, like, at the beginning of last session.
Oh,
Wow.
he did.
Oh, yeah,
Nailed it.
because of
He
the-
did.
I saw that in chat and I was like,
Ignore it,
"Goddamn,
ignore
man."
it.
I didn't catch it. Good job, Grim.
Picked it up so fast.
I am going to. You'll hear Valoth. You'll hear Drazad under his breath. Never done this before, but I really hope it does something. And
You see how look at you with wide eyes like, oh shit.
he goes, "Great Pyraxis, I lift this prayer up to thee." And you'll see him like point like this at the waterfall and
you
struggle
control
to
water?
pull his hands apart, and I'll cast control water.
Oh,
And I'll
Okay.
have the waterfall split and
Yeah.
rush down this way.
Okay.
Like one way. Well, it naturally will follow, but yeah.
To try to like wash the stuff.
the
Oh,
golem?
Yeah.
you're parting the waterfall to wash things off to the side of
Cool.
the
Yeah.
doors.
Gotcha.
Well, technically I'm using redirect flow, but it's the same thing.
In that case, I am going to, as the thundering waterfall is parted.
Oh,
No, don't Sharpie over that. I can't undo it. It's fine.
there is a strength saving throw with the spell.
Well, I think he gets advantage on magical resistance, so he's gonna fail. Absolutely, it's a strength saving throw. You said
Yes.
does a
17.
12 save.
No.
Okay, so I would say that this is the only one affected based on the flow of the water, but you see Hyodal on the back of his mountain goat take a tumble as he thuds onto the ground, falling prone. What else specifically happens? Is it damage roll?
He takes 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Balthazar's like, oh, you had me very worried. That was actually pretty cool.
No, I think we'll see what happens.
As the water rushes over, you see layers of sediment being removed from this dwarven statue that has stand vigilant for years, eras even.
Do we see Medusa now that
With the water parted, you see a wall, but near the bottom of what you can see over the throne, you can see that it's like cracked and sort of crumbling, falling apart, almost like there's an opening back there. But you can't see all of it because the throne is still in the way.
Where's the water again?
behind the throne.
Directly behind the throne.
Yeah.
And so, if you're not doing anything else, Odd, we're going to move to
Drazad.
We're going to move to Odd.
Yeah. That's
You got anything else?
you're not
No.
moving or anything? Do you want to move?
No.
Okay.
No, there's water flowing right now.
Okay.
And the water's like on each side.
Yeah, okay, Alex, I guess let me ask you for like context. Is it going like down this way, or
Yes.
like down this way, like parting?
I would say it's going on either side of the throne, and then once it gets to the bottom of that step, it's more of a trickle than anything.
Okay.
I would say it's flowing into the hallway and into both of those other chambers,
Okay.
but it's
Perfect.
less
Yeah.
circumstantial.
No, that's fine.
And we have 2 statues.
3.
There's Hyodal right here, and then there's 2 boys on either side of us.
Right.
And then old girls like back here.
And Hyodal is the one that's prone.
The one that's prone.
Is it like a true situation, like he's on the mount and the mount is like prone too? Like
Yeah, the mount has fallen. He has fallen from his mount. He is still attached, but on the ground.
Yeah, they're all like one piece. All right.
One piece?
I was just about to say it. Oh my god.
Can I get up to
Those
him
are really
You
cool.
absolutely can.
without like an
Finish
attack
your
opportunity?
If you go between your 2
Yeah, I
allies,
can't
you can.
see, yeah.
30 feet of movement now,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes. Sir.
Where at? I can move over.
I'm gonna run up and
10,
start
15.
bashing
Oh,
this
yeah.
dude. Yeah.
There you are. 20 feet of movement, and you are upon him. Sword in hand, shield on arm.
Actually, I think I'm gonna cast a spell. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast
Shield on arm, spell in hand.
spell in there. Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast a mirror image,
Okay.
and then yeah, I'm gonna cast mirror image on myself, and then bonus action. I'm gonna give Valoth a bardic.
It's a D8.
Yeah.
Okay. As you rush towards your foe, a number of after images appear behind you and become real as they chase after you. The last one in line, as it passes you, Valoth just gives you a wink as you feel emboldened in this moment.
He finally lets go of the amulet around his neck.
Nice. Odd, if that's it for you, we now move to Flora's turn. Valoth, you're on deck.
Caleb's laughing because earlier I went to text him and I typed in Drozati in my phone. And I was like, why can't I
Why can't I find it?
I need to change your name.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay. So both these 2 statues are coming at us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're just slow moving. I would say that neither Valoth nor Drazad is currently in range of them. So, like, no
flanking.
opportunity attacks, presumably.
Unless they have
Like, you're not within
reach.
5 feet of them,
Yeah.
is what I mean to say.
But
I should clarify.
What are you trying to tell me?
Nothing.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
They're there.
Thank you. I'm going.
We can't give you flanking.
Thank you.
Well, if I got on the other side.
Well, we're not engaged with them.
That's
We're
what I
not
was trying to
close
say.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Got
Yeah.
it. Thank
Sam
you.
translated for me.
I'm going to go up to this one
Okay.
right here. And I'm going to bonus action Shillelagh. And then I'm going to bonk him with my staff.
All right. As you
Bonk.
rush in on this statue, a haggard
7.
dwarf with a grappling hook and a war pick. He begins to raise it slowly, but you bring your staff into bear and you do connect.
And I did 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. See? As you connect with your staff, the stone is hard and you feel that impact reverberate through the wood of it. You do definitely see some chip damage has occurred, but the golem itself is unmoved, unshaken, and unswayed from its next course of action, which seems to be to attack you.
Is he not
Vulnerable to bludgeoning?
These are like Ida. Ida wasn't.
Ida wasn't. It was
Ida wasn't,
the
yeah, it's just
it was the
the
other
one.
ones.
Yeah.
Well,
Valoth,
I mean, worth
it
a
is-
try. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to know. It's
That they are indeed like Ida.
hey guys, these ones are like the other one.
Valoth, it's your go.
Valoth is gonna step forward for once, a little bit more brave than he has been in the past. And he's gonna bring his hands up to his head as he weaves these arcane energies and pulls 2 mind whips out. But then you see this like astral eye open on his forehead as a third one shoots out and whips at Yodel, and the other
Okay.
2 he flings to his sides to whip at the other 2. So
Oh, damn.
three mind whips. I'm
Three
casting
mind
it to
whips.
4th level. Yeah.
Nice.
Woo,
That's
buddy.
gonna be
Yeah.
real good on Yodel because he's only
right.
gonna take his move to stand up.
Yeah.
So
If he fails,
Oh, yeah.
int save.
Yodel first, int save.
They can't be super smart. Let's go.
Fail.
Nat 20
Damn.
Oh,
With advantage?
come
with
on.
advantage.
Silvery barbs.
Yeah. Thank you. I will.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying I was doing.
No, yeah.
He fails
Caleb is
now.
now playing Valor.
I believe, yeah.
Totally worth
You
it.
can have advantage.
Period.
Okay. The dwarf to the left. 19 on the die.
That's unless he has a negative.
He
3.
does have a negative 4.
Oh, then
Period.
he fails.
So unless it's a nat 20, they fail, I think. This doesn't count as charmed. It's
4.
just
Did they have like 2 intelligence?
they have 3. And a nat 20. I needed that.
Oh man.
Okay, so
Nat
one of
20
them
on the one
saves.
next to Flora.
Okay.
So you see as the mind whips lash out from that central point. You
It's
connect
fitting because Valoth is left-handed, so that's the one that he hit with his right hand.
I haven't even thought about the fact of whether or not Flora is left or right-handed. I love that you have that.
Yeah.
detail.
Oh, it's because of writing. I thought it'd be interesting, and yeah.
I just like that you have that detail written into your character.
As soon as
I
he
love
said it, I was
that.
like,
That's why the tattoos are up his left hand. Yeah.
I love that. That's funny.
all the detail.
I always notice you use your left hand, but I guess I never thought about making Flora right or left-handed.
It is the
So the
way.
one who saved is going to take half of this. The other 2 are going to take the full amount and have all the other stuff.
Okay.
This is 11 points of psychic damage, so 5 for the other guy.
11,
Drazad's tail-handed.
5. Okay.
And after these mind whips retreat back into Valoth, he's gonna Starlight step behind.
I thought you were going into the fray, but you're
No, he stepped up into this epic whip and then just
as the whips retract, you actually channel some of that
Yeah.
energy and cast it into yourself as you teleport backwards. You do see 2 of the statues that were moving slow grind to a halt as dust now descends from their joints. But the one before you, Flora, is unfazed yet again, ready to strike. The stone golem.
I am gonna also while I'm back there, I'm gonna turn to all the people who started to follow us. I'm gonna say, "Wait outside."
You see them pause, and through the bodies in this hallway, your bodies, not
Yeah.
they can see the giant moving statues, and NWS and Hondi sort of look at each other and begin to back up very slowly
Yeah.
towards the exit and around.
Yeah, getting out of the doorway.
Yeah. It is now the stone golem's turn, and this one on the ground is actually not going to attack and not going to stand. From the ground, Odd, as you prepare to strike with your number of mirrored images, a deep, dark dust begins to shake off of its stone body. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 17.
Okay. With your 17, you barely save as you feel the dust begin to seep in. You accidentally inhale just as you're going to strike. You feel that dust almost like a poison beginning to bind the joints of your body together so that you can't move. And as you fight against it, you hear a not so comfortable pop that almost echoes through the chamber as you keep your joints limber and you can continue to move as normal. The other golem here is going to close on the 2 of you. I think.
Nat 20! Nat 20 in the
Really?
chat!
Hey!
Leodus. I think
Thank
that was
Leodus,
the second
that's
of
the
the night.
second
one. Hell yeah, dude.
Second.
Thank you.
Nat 20.
That golem closes on you and Drazad, Flora, but that is all it can do as it shudders and grows stiff after Valoth's mind whip. The stone golem in front of you, Flora, is going to circle around and at advantage make 2 attacks
It's
on
not
you.
at advantage.
You're flanked.
No,
No, because I said so.
Right.
yeah.
I forgot about
Second
that.
GM.
I called you. I was right there with you. I was gonna.
She takes a nat 20 in the chat and says, no.
Does a non-nat 20 hit?
No.
Okay.
Silvery barbs.
Did you add
Does
that?
an
I'm out. I
18
can't.
hit?
Yeah, they both hit me.
Okay. You are going to take 38 points of bludgeoning damage as he drives the brunt end of the war pick down upon you. As he's been moving so slow, you're not quite ready to anticipate the speed at which the hammer falls. As he releases his grip on it, or looses his grip on it, and it sort of double hits you, like, bow, bow, thuds you into the ground.
Literally bounces off of your
Yeah.
head.
Am I stuck in the ground now like Super Smash Brothers?
You feel a wave of wooziness wash over you as you struggle to maintain consciousness against this immense amount of bludgeoning damage, but the statue still stands, and so do you, as we now move to Drazad's turn.
Did
Odd,
you
you're on
do
deck.
38
You have
damage because
advantage.
I accidentally rolled that D100 earlier?
No, the average damage is 19, and it was 2 hits, so...
Well, it's just suspicious that the D100 I rolled was a 38.
That is interesting. I did see that.
Very suspicious.
Very suspicious.
Okay, so Drazad is going to look at the lovely statue gentleman next to him. That is right here where Floor is.
Mhm.
And wait, is that the one that just hit Floor?
No.
No, it's the other one, but I will tell you, if you circle all the way around him, you can get flanking.
You already have advantage against silvery bars, but you can still circle around him to get
Yeah,
floor
I guess in
advantage.
case Floor does. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Boop. And I'll circle around him, tap him on his shoulder, and I'll be like,
That was not nice.
that was not nice of you and your friends. You should pay attention to me now. And I'll cast Sacred Flame on him.
I don't know why, but that sounded to me like, actually, that was not very nice of you.
What do we? That was very woo to what you just did right then.
That was not very demure.
That was no very
Is that
nice.
saving throw right?
Yes, sir.
Dex, right?
Dex, yeah.
Oh, they're so good at that. 1 and a 4 minus 1, so
He falls prone.
a 3.
I love
He falls
hearing
prone.
it.
Second GM rolls.
14 radiant damage.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah, on a cantrip. That's pretty good.
I added D8 because of Blessed Strike. And I'm going to casually remind everybody, like I have in the past, save your spells.
As the radiant light cascades from above. I forget Sacred Flame is not supposed to like come out from you. It like is a beam of
Oh,
light.
yeah.
Bears into the giant. The light cascading through this dimly lit hall that has likely been dark for eons. The giant structure begins to crumble, but still holds quite strong, not nearly bloodied yet. Odd, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
Does he look like he was vulnerable to that?
No.
Damn.
He ain't vulnerable to shit.
I'm
Does
chipping away. We won't find it.
does any do we detect anything coming out of the hole in the back of the, like, is the Medusa coming back? Did I get any of that kind of sense?
How are you trying to determine this information?
I guess hearing.
Okay,
like-
make a perception check at
I'm
disadvantage.
closer. I'm not around where I can see, but like you said, you can kind of see like where she escaped, but not peer into the hole. But yeah, what was that?
Perception with disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Because you're relying on hearing, and the
Right.
cascading waterfall is definitely going to make that hard.
No, it's more like a soft waterfall now.
Yeah, right. You
Yeah.
controlled it.
That is a
A soft waterfall that was enough to push over this giant stone
that's a
statue.
15.
With a 15, you don't hear any signs of her returning, and when she left, she was cackling.
Okay.
She also made it sound like she wanted her her underlings to reduce you to rubble before she
Okay,
did what
perfect.
she wanted.
I'm going to bang on my drum real quick and Hexblaze Curse Yodel on the ground right here. And
All
then
right.
start beating the bejesus out of him.
Just beat the life out of that stone statue.
I'll have to make a name for myself.
That's right. And that is a crit on a 19.
Hell yeah! Did you roll with advantage?
I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
That's a crit on a 19 because he's cursed. Let's see. I forgot what I roll. Yeah, this is what I roll.
I just add the numbers. I don't know
It's
what you
getting
rolled.
confusing.
Yeah.
It's getting confusing now that there's 4 odds, and I'm not talking about
Yeah.
mirror image.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we got 10, 16, 22 points of damage.
All right.
And then he's going to move his feet fancily.
Ooh, I have
Uh,
You didn't add any of your stuff to that, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Plus 8 more, Alex.
Okay.
So 30 total.
Nice.
30 total.
You drive your matriarchal blade into a crack you see forming in the golem, widening it by a large margin as you pry at it like a crowbar. But the giant still remains in one solid piece.
Okay.
The dwarf.
Sorry, the giant statue.
The giant dwarf.
The giant
dwarf.
statue.
I knew it.
No,
I knew it the whole
It's the
time.
same size as a normal dwarf.
I knew it the
misspoke.
whole time.
I tried to recover and I couldn't.
The giant dwarf?
Yeah.
No.
This Yodel statue is definitely giant size.
Yeah, it's an inch taller than the average dwarf.
Right. He's regular. He's medium size.
It's only because he's riding a thing.
You're huge.
Yeah.
Huge tracts of land.
Yeah.
Every time I picture
One of my favorite Monty
the
Python
Hyodal
skits.
stat or that
And then
statue.
I'll swing at him again
Okay.
with my second attack. Ooh, almost another crit.
Almost.
Not
But it'll
there.
definitely hit if
Yeah.
it got that close.
Yeah, that is going to be for 13. No. God, there's so many additives. I tell you what, I will be actually
Dumbing this
happier to switch to the new rules and give and dumb this down a little bit. So that is 11 plus 4.
15.
Plus 4 I forgot to add last time. So
19.
19 points of damage. Yeah.
Okay. And what are the types?
So
Never mind. I know
8
what
of it
types
is
you normally
necrotic. Yeah, I don't have the radiant up right now.
do. Okay.
And then most of slashing.
Seeing the statue holding together still, you think better of your prior strategy and bring your sword to bear now against its eyes, hoping to maybe blind it. But as you chip one of the eyes out of the structure, it turns to face you, seemingly unhindered, as it can still see.
And question for you: is the water still rushing by us?
The water is certainly still rushing by you.
Good. Then I want to, with my flourish, move him into the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drown him.
I would say here.
Probably like difficult terrain for him or something like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a question.
Yep.
If I use a
Oh my God, I can't do
feature
it.
that
You moved him. He's right there.
Yeah.
I got it.
if I
Good job.
use a feature
We did it.
that would allow me to face step as a bonus action, does
Mm-hmm.
that count as casting a spell?
No.
Thank you.
It's a feature.
Yep.
It would say
Because I
you
have
ca-
a feature that allows me to cast
Yeah.
Misty Step. So
Oh,
It
but you're casting
says-
Misty Step.
It says cast. Though.
yes,
And-
but
Yeah.
face step is not that.
Yes.
Although we're not using the new rules until the next
Oh, I saw
session,
that. Did you
because
do- did you
check
do
us
that
again on Sunday. We're
Yeah.
going to be redesigning these characters in the new rules. It now says you can only cast a spell once per turn that uses a spell slot.
So
Right.
even
Makes
the
it
uses,
super simple.
Even the uses would still work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
you got a feature which a bunch of like elves and stuff
Well,
get
yeah, I
like
have stuff that
innate
says-
magic casting.
That says like
Now you can just like
once
boom,
per
boom.
per rest you can cast this without expending a spell slot. So I would be able to cast
In the new rules, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll know that. for
only
then.
if it
Yeah, yeah,
uses a spell slot
Yes.
does it count towards
yes.
that. Yeah.
Got it.
Who's
Well,
next?
I
it
just can't
is actually
choose.
Flora and Valoth. You're on
Okay.
deck.
So as my bonus action, I am going to base step behind these two. Right there.
Nice. Okay.
And then I am going to cast.
As you teleport, you see the dwarf that was standing in front of you, sort of like look up slowly and go.
I'm gonna cast Erupting Earth
Hell
at
yeah.
the 5th level.
Okay.
Damn!
Wow.
So they both have to make dex saves.
Yes, they do.
And we know they suck at those.
I hear they're
No,
great
they're
at
so
those.
good at those. You're wrong. They're really good at them.
Well, I wish you could do like damage.
does a 13 save
No.
and does an 18 save.
18 save, so he will take
Okay.
half.
So the one that attacked you is the one that rolled the 18.
Okay.
Rolling them left to right.
Yeah. Same as before.
Well,
Yep.
let's see. I'll give you the total number.
Okay.
You'll have it for him.
Absolutely.
And then the one that didn't save is knocked prone, right? Or no?
I believe
No, I
so.
don't-
No,
No.
Or is it just difficult terrain?
just difficult.
Oh,
terrain.
okay.
It's 20-foot square. I was gonna grab it, but it would be over walls.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's not good rolls.
I like to hear that.
22.
Live and die by the
22
D20.
bludgeoning, but I know they're not resistant or vulnerable.
Okay. As the earth churns beneath their feet and begins to erupt in gouts.
Morgan was having a real hard time getting her dice back in the
Getting more and
tray.
more frustrated. Sam saw all of it.
You see some shrapnel erupt from the ground and begin to tear away at the stony bodies of these golems. Still, they stand vigilant, ready to strike out against the intruders that have invaded their master's lair. But you are chipping away at them slowly but surely. Valoth, it is your go. What would you like to do?
Hyodal is within 30 feet of all of the other two, even after Odd pushed him, right?
Yeah, absolutely he is.
Cool. Valoth is, worked once, do it again. From his perch where he is, he's going to pull the mind whips, but they're all going to wrap around his left arm this time. The one out of his eye and the two out of the side. As he whips it at the first one, and they link to all three of them. As it, like, through them all, and they all need to make an end save again.
It's save. I think they can't pass this unless they roll a nat 20. What's your save DC?
17.
Well, how's 2 1s?
So he takes double damage, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's super vulnerable.
3 failures. I didn't roll double digits on any of those.
I love that rule, but I feel like it would be really mean for
Yeah.
if y'all rolled that one.
Oh,
Yeah, I
but
was
if it's
about to
double
say-
nat ones though, on advantage.
Yeah.
I was about to say it makes it very swingy, and I'm fine with you guys killing my enemies, but that could get used
I
against
know.
you too.
I know.
we could do like my house rule where if you double their AC, it's a crit.
Oh God.
12 points of psychic damage.
Okay, against all of them, they all take the psychic damage. And for anyone following along at home, typical stone golems are actually immune to psychic damage, but these are not. I decided.
Nice.
Just now.
We
No,
like
no,
it
no.
when you
I
make
decided long
those
before
kinds of
that.
decisions.
I'm grateful because it makes Tasha's mind whip very
And-
good in this combat.
As the whip cascades between all 3 of your enemies in this chamber, you see their bodies once again slowing to a crawl, slower than normal, as
The reaction
it is
thing
now
doesn't do anything for us, but
Hyodal's turn. He does not get his ability back. Instead of standing, he's going to try and attack you from prone with disadvantage.
if only you had your dancing boots.
I got 4 of me.
That would have been a natural 20, but instead it's just a 27 to hit.
Well, wait.
What did you
gotta
roll to
see
get
if
a
you hit one of the
27?
other things.
He's got
Yeah.
merit, yeah.
Yeah, nat 20. You definitely one of the odds was like,
As he swings his hammer, you see one of the odds that's dancing back and forth, and it strikes him from the side, and you just see it flying towards the wall, and as it collides, like a magical dust into nothing, he makes his second attack on you. It would have been another natural 20, but instead it is a natural 1.
I can see those. That was polarizing.
Yeah. As the second hammer goes to swipe back across, you and your mirror images are able to easily dodge out of the way, predicting the exact same path from it. It now falls to this golem, who is next to both Flora and Drazad. I think he's going to attack Drazad in this case, since you just hit him with...
He's in difficult terrain.
He is in difficult terrain. He has to choose to...
Attack, move, or bonus action.
Yeah. Actually...
Or action, move, or bonus action.
You know what? Instead of attacking, he is going to just start shaking some of the dust off from that erupting earth. And as the dust cascades through the chamber, I need Drazad and Flora to both make wisdom saves for me.
Is this against being charmed or frightened?
You have advantage.
It is not.
Neither of us should need advantage on this one. Never mind. Mod 20.
Okay.
Thank you
Flora?
for advantage.
I'm using my reaction.
Yes, you are.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I have a plus 10.
What did you? I was about to say, what did you roll? Because I
rolled
was
a
9.
2.
Oh wow, yeah. That's
My
not
first
good.
roll was a 5. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, I shouldn't have said
So both of you fail. No, just kidding. Both of you succeed against the same dust that almost caught Odd by surprise earlier. Feeling your joints begin to lock up, you begin to intentionally move your body around and keep yourself limber as this giant's attack. Sorry, this dwarf's attack does not fell you.
Ruined.
Ruined. This statue is going to move, but that's all it can do.
Difficult terrain. It can get that far.
Oh yeah, it has 30 feet of movement.
Also, you enter my threat.
Well, you only can move
Did he?
15 then.
Yeah, he would have
Yeah.
within 10
Yeah,
feet.
that's like 15 minutes.
Not 10 feet.
What side are you
5
on?
feet.
Yeah,
no.
oh, yeah.
You stayed at the bottom of those stairs.
I got
and
you.
you're-
Okay.
Yeah.
It just looked like it for me.
With that, it is now Drazad's turn. Odd, you're on deck.
Cool.
Should have just tried to slam you, damn it. I thought I might be able to lock you guys down a little.
Nope.
Odd, you're on deck.
Got it.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I literally was
I was
like,
like, which thing do I need to repeat?
I was like, that spell's kind of cool. All right. The one, not bloodied, right? None of them are probably.
None of them are bloodied
Yeah, okay, I
currently.
think so.
Damn.
I'm bloody.
Yes, you are. The one that's the most heavily damaged is Hyodal.
Is he bloodied?
No.
No. As long as we keep him on the ground, I think we'll be okay.
Rolling at disadvantage, but
Oh, he has a fucking horse too.
it's a goat.
It's a
Oh,
goat.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, you might be confused because I kept saying giant.
It's a giant goat.
Well, it's like my character that had the giant with the tiny
Chad.
horse. Chad.
Oh yeah, we were basically just
Walking
picking him up and
and
Oh,
walking.
yeah. Crap. Okay.
What was
I'm
that in?
probably
Murder mystery.
just going to.
Which is here on the channel if you guys are interested in that. We have an entire playlist and we should be wrapping up that campaign pretty soon.
We
Have
had
y'all
2
got
sessions of that. Right?
We've had
I
2
got
sessions
hurt.
in
You
that one.
have.
Yeah.
Have y'all gotten
I'm
hurt
good.
at all?
I've been touched.
Nope, just me.
Never mind.
It was one hit.
2.
Well, 2.
Back to
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
To be
okay.
fair.
One
Yeah.
attack, but yeah.
Yeah, one attack.
Okay. I am going to cast Guiding Bolt on
Beautiful
that
song.
one right there.
Oh, careful.
Is it a ranged attack?
It is a ranged
Oh.
spell. Yeah.
That one right there. I knew something was telling me not to.
Yeah, I was about to say that would be a disadvantage, but I'll let you do it.
Nat 20.
Wow.
that definitely hits.
Most casual nat 20 ever.
Literally.
As the dwarven statue moves into place slowly and halts, grinds to a halt due to the mind whip that Valoth struck it with earlier, you find it an easy target and you hurl a guiding bolt at it. It connects.
But like I told y'all to stop touching my friends. Double the damage or double the dice? Whatever.
Double the dice.
So
And
double
then
So
the
roll
add your
another
modifier.
4.
Or just double what you've
whatever you
rolled.
Okay, that's fine.
and then
Okay.
Double that.
Okay, 15 doubled to 30. 30 radiant damage.
Cool.
30
Do you have
radiant
any modifier
damage.
for it?
No, it's just 46.
And that is, yeah, that was the one that was on the left. So.
XIVM said, "I've heard of fainting goats, not
Well, that one is the one that
Yodeling
used to be on the
goats.
right though.
I know that's what I meant.
Excellent.
And
Yeah.
now the next attack on him has advantage.
Yep,
Yes.
and that's this one.
on the next attack roll made against the target.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. The statue begins to glow with a bright amber light that makes it look quite resplendent and beautiful. If the statue wasn't attacking you, it would be a lovely representation of whatever being it depicts. Odd, it is now your go. Flora, you're on deck.
All right. Then I'll start beating this thing some more on the ground.
All right. That is.
Another crit!
Oh, God! These advantages are too strong.
All right.
I keep not wanting to stand up because I'm like, I'm going to waste this whole turn.
Yeah, to stand up. Loving the mind whip.
Honestly.
Although that is 4th level spell slots to do that every turn.
Yeah,
23
Never
and
supposed
4 plus 8.
Do we know if they're vulnerable?
23 and 4 is 27
We haven't
plus
tried
8.
yet.
35.
35 damage.
Yeah.
As you lay into
In one
this
hit.
stone golem, you actually crush one of its palms as it now wields its hammer in one arm rather than two. The stone continues to crumble from its arm as it is now bloodied.
I'm going to use like some fancy footwork and make my AC go up. And I rolled a 6 on that.
Okay.
So, let's see.
Is there no water damage in D&D?
Cold is usually what they use for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I swing again at this
Or bludgeoning.
silly
Or
little
bludgeoning.
man.
Yeah. Almost.
Almost.
He still hits though, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that happened last time. Was it
Yeah.
a 19 and 18 last time, too?
It was a 18 and something else, but this is a 17, 18. All right, so this is going to be 6 plus 14. 14 plus 4.
Okay, so 18 points of damage as you see your opportunity to strike again at that weakened arm, loosing more stone, turning to rubble as now he is cut at the elbow.
And then I'll bash him with my bonus action.
Okay?
Oh, so close.
Every time.
I know.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay.
Oh.
Weird cock
The only way you
thing.
can cock
yeah, I
a
know.
D4, yeah.
So that's
Then
going to
you
be
can do that.
Yeah. 3 plus 8 plus 4. 11 plus 4, 15.
15.
Yeah, thank you.
As you bash the dwarven statue with the back of your pommel now, you see that crack that you widened earlier begin to spread all the way across its chest. It looks like it may be nearing the end for this the statue, but it is still holding together for now. Flora, it is now your go, and Valoth, you're on deck.
Say, if you catch every single stupid thing I do, nobody else sees it.
I think Alex did. He just ignored it.
Yep.
I'm trying to see if I cast something that's a 15-foot cube from where I am here, if I'd be able to catch both of them, or if I need to back
15-foot
up.
cube, you
15.
definitely could.
Yeah.
Would it also hit
Yeah, you
odd?
like do a diamond this way.
But he's trying
you
not
could,
to.
You
you
know
could
what I'm
arrange
saying?
it not to hit on.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You could do a diamond this way,
Okay.
and then it would like come right behind me.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like slam my staff into the ground and kind of like direct my arms in both directions.
Okay.
And both of them have to make Constitution saving throws as a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from me.
They
Oh,
are
no.
actually good at these.
Is this
Thunder
run away?
Does a 9 save?
wave. No.
Yes. Perfect.
Does a 15 save?
Absolutely
No.
not. Get
Terrible rolls.
Yeah.
Terrible rolls.
Correct.
As that force ripples out from you, the statues stand ready to receive this force, but instead they begin to be chipped away by the winds that impale them. You see shards of stone flaking away from their
That was
exterior.
22 points of thunder damage.
All
Both of
right.
them.
Nice.
Do they get knocked anywhere, or it's just thunder damage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Objects that are.
They're not
that are
objects.
You could-
completely within
They're
the
creatures.
area.
You can push them 10
They
feet,
are-
I think, huh?
It says unsecured objects are pushed.
Yeah,
10
so
feet
not
away.
them. Yeah.
They are not
Really?
objects.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Okay.
Yep. Creatures are not objects.
Yeah, I
Oh
get
no,
that
it
part.
is. On a failed save, they take thunder damage and push 10 feet away.
Yeah, that's what.
Sorry,
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't read that
No,
part.
you good.
I only read half of it. Yeah.
Does he pass me?
It wouldn't matter because it's
involuntary
forced movement.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay, Valoth, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
Well, this drastically changes what I was gonna do.
Sorry.
No,
You
that's
can't
fine.
see it,
I was
eh?
gonna cast Mind Whip at a lower level to not use all 3 of my fourth level spell slots.
different.
Two?
No, I can still hit all 3. It's just it's my last 4th level spell slot to do that.
Don't
No, that's fine.
Do it.
I should do it.
Don't do it.
casted that not planning on them being pushed. I forgot that that
that's
was
fine.
part of the spell.
No, yeah. I think I'm gonna rule it that just Valeth can't see that other one.
But he's got blind sight.
But how far is it? Because I still don't think I'd be able to see that one.
Yeah, you're fine.
So he's gonna see the 2 next to Odd, and he's gonna pull 2 mind whips out this time and whack both of them.
All right.
As the 2 next to Odd need to make int saves.
Whee! Let's see if I roll a nat 20, because that's what I need. Nope. And nope.
Oh,
11 is the highest I rolled on that.
13 points of psychic damage. I'm
Okay.
rolling pretty average.
a
for-
negative
for-
4 is pretty hard to overcome. Like
When the person hitting you has a 20 in their spell casting.
if we rolled up
I
in
marked
here
the
with
wrong
some
one.
like charmed, what are those little brain things that run around?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The little
They
brain
do
dogs.
intelligence damage.
Yeah.
yeah.
They sap your intelligence away. So as I think they're called intelligence devourers.
Yes.
Intellect devourers. That's what it is.
Devourers.
Yeah.
As the mind whip cascades through the chamber, one of them actually wrapping around the side of you, Odd. This bright pink whip slashes at Hyodal while he's on the ground. You see his body begin to move even more slowly. He is still holding together, but only just. And the other one you hit is now bloodied as well.
I think after this, we're going to call it Valos Mind Whip.
But you see Valve in the back. He's like, "Die, mind whip." You realize it's taking a toll on him to do this. He's like, the pretty light hit him, and
Get the
that
necklace off
one.
of him.
Does a
He said
23 hit you?
Wayne.
No,
You get
because
plus
I
6,
used
yeah.
I used my thing to up.
I figure he's on his last leg.
Yeah,
He's not
yeah.
going to use his last turn
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to stand. So.
Both of you missed my Brett reference.
Oh boy!
And he's not going to hit on that. So Hyodal,
I was at a 25.
once again, predictably, just as brave as you imagine this dwarf might have been in life, is unable to admit defeat and begins thrashing around wildly. His movements erratic, but also somewhat predictable, just because of the rage that has the final throes of this dwarven statue. The other one can only move or attack. Does it get its... I don't think it used
It
its
didn't,
one.
not that
the other
one.
one did.
It's
So, Odd, I'm going to have you make a wisdom saving throw as it shakes some of the dust
Wisdom?
from its joints. Yep.
Wisdom. I think
In my
was
mind, it's like the
exact-
wisdom to, or the forethought to like cover your mouth.
I don't know why. I thought it was constitutional the other times. I'm just
17.
stupid.
I think
Okay.
it's exactly what I rolled last.
17 exactly
Exactly.
passes
Yeah,
once
exactly.
again. The stone statue curses the heavens. This other one
No.
did not get mind whipped and
They
I
did
still
not.
can't believe Leonis rolled 2 nat
is
20s.
going to close on Drazad now.
Wow.
And learning from last time, he's not going to make you make a wisdom save. He is just going to swing at you with 2 attacks.
Just as swangy.
You do have
Oh my
advantage.
God. A 14 and a
Okay.
15.
We have dice rolls in the chat.
Yeah, I should freaking take them. Seeing
should
him
allow
rush
you to
across
take
the
one
room,
at a time.
you are
One
ready
per
and
session.
waiting to dodge
Be
out
like,
of the
"Give
way.
that nat 20.
As the blunt end of his war pick slams into the ground, he twists it around and swings it wide. You dive out of the way just in time as it impales the wall of the throne room and gets stuck as he begins to try and yank it back out. Finally
Falcon
does.
goes, "Oh, I didn't know that one was still alive. Sorry."
It's okay. I'm still concentrating on the water. He doesn't even know it.
Drazad, it is your go. Odd, you're on deck.
Got it.
It's insane how little damage you guys have taken in this combat.
We've only been
It
hit
is
once.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
I mean, it hurt pretty bad, but we've only been
the
hit
mind
once.
whips, the mind
Did
whips
mind
have
whips.
Or is
been
it my computer?
Crazy.
What?
Did the stream go down or is it my computer?
No,
It says
I'm
it's
good.
still going.
Okay. Maybe it's just my computer. Is that
I yes
Okay.
for now would like to.
Yep, my computer.
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm probably just gonna. I think I'm just gonna sacred flame, old boy.
okay.
The one in front of you.
Yep.
All right. Dex save?
Yes, sir.
We really should start letting you take one chat roll per session.
It's a fail.
Take one per session.
No,
Come on.
I'm not doing that.
All right.
You guys are making good decisions, targeting their weaker saves.
Or you know what it is? We should let chat decide. Like
When Alex should take it.
Or like when they roll for it. Like this one's for Alex because y'all are picking on him.
Yeah.
I've seen
You're being bullied.
I've seen people do that before.
They did it in our first campaign a lot.
I actually prefer this way because I know that I can throw the book at you.
Everything.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Because I can always beef up an encounter.
Yeah.
Two more come out the
This is not
Three
the
Medusa
final boss.
come
You
back
know?
from the waterfall.
The chat wants you to take the roll of space.
Oh, I know they do. I don't even have to look. I know.
chatting. Do it.
13 radiant damage.
All right. On this one next to you, which was the one on the left. Once again, a light aura cascades from the heavens through the cavern walls, almost ghostly in appearance. As it strikes the statue, it begins to glow, and it takes 13 points of radiant damage, bringing it into bloodied range. As we now go to Odd's turn. Flora, you're on deck.
All right, I'm gonna hit Yodo again.
Okay.
Oh.
He's still prone.
Damn, I'm rolling so good.
Yeah, you can move.
It does have reactions.
I think I'm good.
I'm within 5 feet of it.
I know. Oh, you're staying within 5?
Yeah, I'm moving on this side, so Flora might get flanking.
There are steps right there, so.
Is the other guy within 5 feet of me too? Or no?
Sorry.
Yeah. No, he is not.
Okay, gotcha.
Just the one.
I'm gonna save these.
I moved Drizzle and I felt my hands start shaking, and I was like,
I saw your hand shaking.
Okay, so first one is going to do.
Sorry. I don't know if y'all can hear
12,
this. It's
4.
this. I keep freaking Caleb out with it.
No, it's like I hear it over here.
It's because I have it under the table.
First one's 16 points of damage.
Okay. As you connect with your blade, you actually see the cracks spread across the statue as its top half begins to slide over the second half. But just as it looks like it's going to disconnect, it hangs on.
Oh, okay. I swing at it again.
Yeah, you know what that means.
This is a crit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Overkill.
Yeah.
You can roll dice if you want.
I don't want to, but what I'm gonna do though is as it starts to slide and it catches, the water's rushing over it, kind of like making it like loose soil and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick his head off and then grab it in this thing, and I'm gonna turn around and say, "Poor Yodel, I knew him well." And throw it away, and then turn. I'm gonna turn and smack the other one next by me.
And
Okay.
you have one advantage attack on it because of guidance still.
Okay.
Or guiding bolt.
Thanks for
Alright.
keeping track of that, Sam.
I remember.
Nat 20.
Hell
Doesn't
yes.
even matter that one's cocked.
Hell yes. As
All right.
Fyodel's form grows motionless, washing away, eroding by the waves more quickly than you might imagine for such a strong, stony structure. The other dwarf stands at the ready to avenge his comrade.
20 points of damage.
20 points of damage against this one.
I did not use any of my bardics, just FYI.
Okay. As you complete your flurry of attacks, we now move to Flora. Valoth, you're on deck.
I would like to wild shape into my Ionet.
Okay. The cold, dank underground of this throne room brightens ever so slightly as new growth reaches in from the cracks in the walls. What you could easily mistake for sunlight cascades down from the hall as Flora takes her wild shape form, and the Ionuk appears
Hell yeah.
among you.
I'm gonna and then I'm charging at this one.
Okay.
get them, Flora.
You should have advantage
So
if you want to flank them.
yeah, so I rolled a hit.
You're charging?
I'm charging.
Okay, so you would need to, like, basically, you run across and sort of make a loop as you bound and
That's
rush in.
fine.
Yeah, it's an attack roll.
Okay.
It's afforded to you by your movement.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's kind
what
of
I
a
was
special.
saying. Like, I'm going to charge at him.
Yeah.
Do
You have-
I have advantage?
You are not flanking with Odd.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I don't know what I add.
I believe
Oh,
it
ram.
is.
It's down here.
It's basically a spell attack for you, I believe.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to it.
That's okay.
Your
It's
spell
a
attack's
it's a
based.
complex stat block, and it's not.
Yeah. So that's a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit. As you go to ram it, after rushing around the room, the statue seems to have spied your movements and moves out of the way just in time as you embed your branch-like horns into the wall behind it.
Okay. Then that is my turn.
Well, that was... Oh, yeah, because action wild shape, charge.
And the new rules.
Yep, and the new
Bonus
rules, you'll be able to do a
action
bonus
wild.
action.
Different story.
Yep. Valoth, it is your go.
I'm
What would
excited
you
for
like to
that.
do, sir?
So
Mind
excited
whip
for
again?
that.
Yeah, but second level this time, so just one hit. Val's like, his vision's blurring a little bit, and he's like blinking. He's like starting to get like a little bit of a migraine, so he's just like, okay, and he just hits the one in front of Drazad. So an int save from that one.
Okay. I'm imagining this like the scene from Tombstone where Wyatt Earp is moving through the canal. He's like, no!
Yeah.
That's definitely a failure, by the way.
So this is the least amount of damage I've rolled so far, fitting that it, with everything going on, 8 points of psychic damage.
Okay. But it can't move, or it has to choose, basically.
Yeah, move, attack, or bonus.
As
or
the-
move, action, or bonus.
As the whip lashes into it, just in time, it was just raising its axe against Drazad here. And it is now their turns. This one, next to Odd and Flora, I think is going to try and hit you, Flora, seeing you've struck against the wall. It's going to make 2 attacks against you.
Seeing there's a giant wolf now.
Does a 25 hit?
I'm sure.
A 12 doesn't, though, right?
Correct.
Okay. It rolled a 2 and a 15. You take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as this same statue that struck you before finds purchase yet again, understanding that although you are
How
a
many?
beast, 19, although you are now take the form of a beast, you are still the same enemy and still have the same movement habits.
look like Rock.
This one next
You
to
got
you,
fur.
Drazad, can only attack or move, and so it is going to attack you since you're still within 5 feet.
Me?
No,
Drazad.
Drazad, yeah.
28 and 18.
28 hits.
Okay. Then you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as it brings its axe to bear. You try to block it at the last moment. It turns it around from the sharp side to the blunt side and clobbers you across the face.
Clobber in time.
How much damage?
19. Now you guys are taking damage. Got to get something in there.
Running out of mind whips, bro.
What's that giant?
You know it.
Drazad, it is actually your go now. Odd, you're on deck.
It was giant dwarf, is what it was.
Perfect.
Mash up.
That was Caleb's joke. I took it.
I'd be like, everybody. I'll look
Gotta give
over at
credit.
Valoth standing behind me and be like, why is everybody leaving us and going way over there?
And he just
Like,
goes, lady?
Are you speaking Simlish now?
I wonder if this is the combat or the necklace affecting him. That is for Drazad to figure out later.
Yeah, maybe I sent him a secret message you guys don't know about.
You are
Just get
dumb
progressively
now.
dumber.
Instead of levels of exhaustion, levels of dumbness.
Yeah.
I can see real good, but my mouth suffers.
Call upon Great Pyraxis. I'm just gonna I'm gonna Sacred Flame him again.
Okay. Sacred Flame!
Dexterity save.
Failure.
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 I really want to use the pipes of sewers, but there aren't enough rats around.
It was a 15.
They come anyway.
Yeah, it's failed.
It
Yeah,
says there
I-
has to be enough
I
rats.
just wanted to double check.
If there aren't,
It'll
I
fail.
lose the charge.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
What's this? That's 13. Jesus. 19 points of radiant damage.
Okay. As you connect once again with this radiant light, it is continuing to glow. You would expect an enemy of this stature to begin grimacing and growing weary of your presence, but the statue's facial features continue to be as stoic and vigilant as ever, even as it begins to fall apart and crumble onto the throne room floor. Odd, it is your go, and Flora, you're on deck.
Can I move to flank with Flora?
You certainly can.
Okay.
There's room.
I can't see from there. All right. That's 14 on the dice plus 10. 24.
Okay, 24 definitely hits.
Oh.
I'll tell you now, their AC is 17.
Bigger.
Figured.
9 points of damage.
Okay. Low
And,
rolls.
Yeah, swing it again at him. 18.
Oh,
Okay.
we got a
17
redeem
AC.
uncommon in the chat.
Did we?
I
Whoa!
don't know if this one works, but we'll see.
I would assume not.
Oh,
No, it
I think I
doesn't.
know why. I think I worded that wrong in the thing.
Okay.
So you'll have to
I
activate
got that one.
14 points of damage.
it. 14. As you land a series of slashes across the body of this golem from the back, you're like a woodcutter with an axe, slowly wedging apart its midsection. It is almost
I'll take it
ready to crumble, but still standing.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
That's gonna hit.
The roll didn't work, but I'm gonna get
22 to hit, and a bonk him.
Ooh,
Max 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
12 points of damage still is not quite enough to do it. As the stone golem stands once again stoically, its body in tatters, but its face just blank stare ahead. Flora, it
I
is
just
your
shrug
go.
at you, Flora, like,
What can you do anything?
Can you kill it?
yeah.
All right, let's see. All right,
Yeah,
we
sorry.
got slippers of spider climbing.
Ooh, those are very good,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
You could have gotten up the wall easier.
I know. Walk right up the wall.
I'll put it in the items.
Oh.
Thank
can
you,
make that
guys.
look better. But yeah, okay, my turn.
Dutton, thank you for the slippers.
Oh, I
Nice.
gotta update the.
I'll wear them every day when I get out of bed.
Was not tabletop
On the
beard,
roof.
It was that and. All right, now I am going to back up and charge.
Okay. When you back up,
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
You have advantage right now. You can just.
Yeah, you can just
Bash
attack.
him.
Oh, it rolled something on here. It just didn't show it on there, but I
yeah, it's fine.
I manually, randomly did it.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I have noticed that though. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
lately it shows up on the button, but it doesn't show up right on
We
screen.
can work on that.
Yeah,
So I am going to
it was working.
bite. That's a
They have a 17.
18.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay, so then I get to roll 2d6 plus my wisdom. So 11 points of,
Okay.
if it matters,
Piercing?
piercing damage. And
Okay.
then also...
As you bite into this golem, you clamp down on its midsection where Odd has been hacking away, and with the might of your jaws alone, you are able to crunch apart the remaining stone, holding it together. It is split in two and crumbles onto the ground
dead?
in
Yep.
pieces.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Okay, then I will turn around and charge at this one.
Yep. Good economy.
Will I get flanking?
You will, because Drazad is technically right there. He's on the
Okay,
stairs.
so then I get
They have a 17 AC. Alex has told us
18
this.
as well.
Okay.
That will hit.
Okay, so then 5 points. It doesn't say. Oh, wait. Wait, it's 11 bludgeoning.
Okay.
11 bludgeoning.
As you collide with it with your branch-like horns, you drive it into the wall.
Then I
It is
get
pinned.
One more.
Yep.
Claws. I don't think that hits. That's a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit. As you back away to make your claw attack, the statue actually begins to slide down the wall, and you make a gash into the stony surroundings of this
I'm
throne
gonna
room.
growl at him.
It does not growl back. Instead, it merely recenters itself and looks down at you, or I guess up at you,
Yeah.
across to you.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're about its size. It's a dwarf. Valoth, it's your go.
Having this newfound connection with Drazad and seeing him sacred flame this thing, Drazad's like, me too, and he sacred flames him. So I
You mean
need
Valoth?
Valoth, what did I say?
Drazad
Yeah,
again.
yeah. But when the connection with Drazad, he's like, we thumbs up, we were having a whole conversation thing, and he's like, yeah, I do it too.
13 on the save.
Fails.
Pyraxis
boy.
is just up and
That is 13 points of radiant damage.
The new
Radiant
purple ones
damage.
are pretty.
They are pretty.
Once again, the light cascades down
can't see
and
that. It's
connects
too far
with your foe.
It's too dark.
It continues to light up the chamber as bursts of light have almost strobed and pulsed throughout this throne room for the entirety of combat. This last golem you see in flashes is crumbling, but still up, as it makes one last desperate move to strike. I think it is going to... Laura, you hit it last. Well,
Come at
as
me,
far
bro.
as... Actually... No, Valoth is out of range, so it's going to turn around and hit you, Flora.
I would have been really funny if it thought that you hit it last because I did Sacred Flame again.
It's like, hey! 24 to hit and 14
Points of damage.
14
Oh,
to
14
hit.
to hit.
to hit.
It hits.
Okay, so both hit.
Yeah.
You take 38
My
points of
wolf.
bludgeoning once again.
Do I get any bonuses to my armor while I'm in wolf?
Your
No.
necklace, huh?
My bugbear armor?
What does it say you
Says
are?
14 on here. Natural armor.
You have
get
14.
one-
You get it from your hide armor, and then the necklace of teeth does more damage. So you're at a
Yeah.
15. Should be.
So then 14 doesn't hit me.
14 does not hit, so you take 19 points of bludgeoning. As the second hit comes down upon you, but connects directly with the Umberhulk armor that you wear. The chitin rebounds its axe before it's able to slash at you, and it now goes to Drazad's turn.
Drazad, kill him!
Odd, you're on deck.
I was listening this time.
Kill him!
This time.
Gotta say it every session. Bust his head!
Oh my god.
What is this from again?
It's from a song.
It's from a
don't
3
even-
Days Grace opening track.
Yeah.
On like
Somebody
their
was-
worst album
No,
ever.
somebody was asking last stream, like, what song is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
And I was like, I have no idea.
Alex had it on the hand-me-down iPod I had, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, and I thought I was getting my little brother into like cool
And all
rock
he took
music,
away
and
from
he was
And
like,
it was Johnny Poo Poo Pants, End of Z World, and Bust His Head.
true comedy. Comedy peaked with Johnny Poo Poo Pants.
I have no idea what that is.
Well, I'll show you after stream.
Oh, God. Should have just been like, ha ha ha.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You'll see Drazad look over at Valoth after.
14.
Yeah, he fails. He takes...
What's happening?
I pre-rolled it while y'all were talking. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like 8, 9. That's another 8. 8 plus 9 is 16. 16 points of radiant damage.
All
8
right.
plus 9 is 17.
That's what I said. 17 points of radiant damage.
Once again, you pulse
3 point
light
count.
into this this piloted statue that has been stripped away from this body's former owner. It continues to stand stoically, although one of its legs is crumbled and it now collapses, basically hobbling across, trying to do its master's bidding until the last. Odd, it is now your go. Flory, you're on deck.
I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna be like, guys, you gotta hit him in the weak points.
I mean,
right
look,
here.
I don't know why it's
You
not
see the
dying,
leg?
okay?
You see the leg, Razan, right here?
Yeah, it
Where you-
fell off.
Yeah,
I get the other one. Yeah.
that exactly.
Oh, okay, get
you,
to it.
you chopped down a tree.
All three of the odds are trying to explain that to you.
They're all
All
pointing
in
at
different ways.
They're like, you gotta hit him right here. They're all pointing in different spots.
Yeah. 24.
You did not have advantage on that roll.
Oh, sorry.
Are you not flanking?
Go ahead and re-roll it.
Okay.
You were not
Just
flanking.
Reroll.
There's no one opposite him.
Gotcha.
Oh,
You're
I
right.
see.
Yeah. Okay. 21.
21 hits.
Okay.
I figured you would. I just wanted to be.
No, you're good. You're good. Sorry. I thought there was enough people over there to.
We were
Make
crying
it
around.
I'm
happen.
taking every advantage that I could get.
That's
you should.
6 plus 8, 14?
14 points of damage drives the second knee out from under it as it collapses and begins to crawl now. The stone bits are crumbling off.
Now
of
that
it.
you have it on the ground.
No, I did that. No,
now that it's on the ground.
No,
Now you go for a different
You're
joint.
not
all
going
right?
to tell me. You said that was the weak place.
22 to hit
That does hit.
for 12 points of damage.
Odd, how do you put to rest this dwarven protector?
Looking at Drazad making direct eye
Then
contact.
you hit him here.
Yeah, and I'm like looking right at him, and I'll just like poke the thing on the ground. And like it goes poof.
It's like the SpongeBob scene where you're like, "Tink."
Okay. All right, Drazad will listen.
Fallon goes,
What Valoth is that?
8 Valoth in human form.
it's Val who cast Mind Whip a bunch of times.
And as the last statue crumbles, echoing out from the hallway beyond, you can still hear the cackles of your foe, this pale imitator of Iramor, forsaking the goddess's name, the dwarves' trust, in the kingdom that now has no name. That is where we will end our session for tonight. So,
Yeah,
thank you everyone
good
for sticking with us through a very lore-heavy and combat-heavy
Yeah, that was
stream.
good.
I thought you. I hope you enjoyed it. I thought you would. We definitely
Sweet.
did. If you're curious as to what got us to this point, we have these lovely recap videos that I just finished the new one for. Each one is like 20 minutes long at the very longest.
And it's 10 episodes at a time.
It's 10 episodes at a time. It'll get you caught up real fast so
Super
you can
digestible.
enjoy the adventure and the lore drops and the twists and turns of this awesome story with the rest of us, with our amazing chat who have been so generous tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Do check out our friends over at Tabletop Beard. Get yourself 20% off for some beard products that will make your beard smell amazing and remind you of the amazing adventures that you have been on yourself. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos. Bye.
Bye.